Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Superior Adventures Guild. My name is Dave, your humble game master, and tonight we're going to be diving back into Castle of Mirrors, a game that I got to play with this group of beautiful people 3 months ago in our efforts to raise money for No Kid Hungry, and we're back to find out what would have happened. It's kind of a what if episode if the gaming community wasn't so damn generous and donated so much to the game, including a Tarrasque drop that subsequently killed everybody. It was a TPK in the most horrible and most fun of ways. So we're gonna play out the rest of this campaign. This is a game that was designed by Hanker and Fernale, Runehammer Games. It's a module created by them, and we're gonna see where it takes us tonight. But before we do that, I want to go around the table here and have my friends introduce them to you all. And I would like to start with Ashley.
Hey everybody, I'm Ashley, Minnesota Muse 99 on Twitter, and you can find me in a couple weeks on Tuesday night on this channel for our brand new Heroes of Greyhawk, which is coming soon, very soon. You can also find me on Thursdays at Rainbows and Razor Blades for our At the Threshold, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And I am playing for you tonight Isol, the female tiefling sorcerer. And she talks like this, and she has blue skin, and she has black hair, and she is very charismatic.
And so tasty. All right, let's let's move over to Chad. Hi, Chad.
Hey, before I introduce myself, the Tarrasque did not get the TPK. One of us ran off a cliff.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah, that's
He got away for a minute. So I just want to
true.
set the record straight.
100%.
Now,
You are absolutely correct.
Now for the introduction. Hey, beautiful people. Van Wickman here. Relax, kick back, and grab a beer. Tonight's the night. Let's have some fun. Surviving this might not be for everyone. Dave's the guy, weaver of tales, and killing me, well, he hardly fails. Catch me in various charity streams, helping people. Those are my dreams. Tonight I rock a dragonborn bard. For me, this choice is not that hard. Rock and roll, rhyme and soul. Magic charm, yeah, that's my goal. My prized possession, this girdle of strength. I won it from a Goliath. Boy, was he dense. But to be fair, my wits, they don't impress. Luckily me, he didn't kill me to excess. Outside of this, I hope everyone meets at GaryCon. Let me give you some deets. March in Wisconsin, there we all stayed as we celebrate a life well played. To Gary, to Luke, and all who attend, from here on out, you are all a friend. So to finish my rhyme, I bid thee adieu. Let's roll the dice and make it through.
Nice. Well done, sir. Well done. I just got to say, GaryCon, super fun. Everybody should go to that thing. Dropped a link, I think, here. Let's see. Yep. Dropped a link in there. Check it out. Super fun con. That's where Chad and I got to spend some seriously quality time together, and a lot of good people there. So thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Just really quick before I move on, everybody's starting out with an advantage from the OKS GM. Thank you, Miko. And thanks for the sub, Blue Box RPG. Great to see you here in the chat. Let's move over to Travis.
Hi, my name is Travis, also known as Scan Eversalt on Twitter or Eversalt on my YouTube channel. You can find me here specifically for this particular story as we return, and also the upcoming Shadesong saga, The Well. Really looking forward to doing that. I think we also had something else that was in the works. It's supposed to be a spinoff of what Dave and I did in one of the previous Shadesong sagas. We'll see how that one goes.
Yes, we do have a little cat and mouse game to play, don't we, sir?
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking forward to that. Thanks for being here again, Travis. Always a pleasure to have you. Let's jump over to Tyler.
Hello, Tithalanos here. I am still kind of riding the high from the last couple of weeks of entering the realms of dungeon mastering, thanks to Dave and Guild Superior. But you can find me here on Twitch and Twitter, Tithalanos, and yeah, just kind of here hanging out, having fun, and telling some stories.
Ty, it was such a pleasure and an honor to have you run your first live sessions in your world that you created on the stream the last couple Mondays. Really appreciate that. Eventually, in the next week or so, we'll have that up on our YouTube channel so folks can go check it out and review it. And it was super fun. Ashley and I got to play in it, and yeah, it was great. So nicely done. Looking forward to more games from you.
Oh yeah.
And then we'll jump over last but not least to Rory. Rory, thanks for being here.
Yeah. So as mentioned, my name's Rory. You can find me both Tuesdays and Sundays, soon to be Sundays, but you can find me Tuesdays on Blue Box RPG, Tuesdays night in the Greyhawk campaign. Starting the 25th of September, I will be DMing a bi-weekly Greyhawk campaign myself on that channel. Other than that, I am playing Gel, a male total fighter, level 5.
Gal Tortle.
Gel, total.
Such a cool guy, covered in seaweed and mud, if I remember correctly.
Yep, hasn't been changed for a long, long time.
Oh, it's beautiful. All right. Well, a couple of quick announcements. Of course, our Beyond Saltmarsh adventure has wrapped up, but we continue on with our campaign, The Heroes of Greyhawk. As Ashley mentioned, we'll be kicking up with a session 0 on the 6th of September. And we will be, diving into a new adventure, new characters. Really excited for that. Bleak Season is going to be joining us on around the table as well. So very, very excited. We also have, let's see. I thought I had a little. Oh. We also have on Mondays, we'll continue to have our Monday Night Mayhem going. The Castle of Mirrors is going to stream the next 3 weeks. Well, this week and 2 weeks following. And then after that, Miko, the OKSGM, is going to run a 2-shot. And then Ashley's going to run an Oops All Kobolds game for us. Very excited about that, to have Ashley running a game.
Yeah, I have not streamed a game before. So I have DM'd before, but not live.
You are going to love it. You're going to absolutely love it. I know you are. It's so much fun. Yeah. No pressure whatsoever. I mean, that's kind of what we're doing with the Monday Night Mayhem, is like, we want other people to come in and run games, and we'll provide the production support and, you know, the promotions and all that kind of stuff. But we want other people to get in on the fun, because it's a lot of fun to run games and play games online with your friends. So really happy about that, Ashley. We also have the Bleak Season, who, as Travis mentioned, is bringing his homebrewed game world, the Shadesong Saga, to the stream, which is going to be fantastic. We're going to be airing those games on Fridays starting in September. And then last but certainly not least, on the 4th of September, Sunday, we're going to be kicking off an 8-parter, get this, Blade Runner. I'm so excited for this. It's going to be super fun, using the Freely game system, which we've dabbled with a little bit recently. So yeah, lots of new stuff coming. We hope you'll check it out. So yeah, if you want to support the stream, please consider following or subscribing, or just hanging out and chat and being goofy with us. That's really all we're looking for. And I think that's it. Gosh, let's dive into a quick recap of what happened last time. 3 months ago, I went back and watched the VOD on YouTube, and I was giggling the whole time. It was super fun, and I'm excited to jump back into it. All right, let me get a little mood music going here. There we go. Ah, yes. Well, my friends, if you recall, you have been sent by the elder matron of your order, the Lady of the Lone Eye, to investigate rumors of a great evil rising from the Cromsmore frontier, a wild landscape of endless war, a land of scarred bodies, armor, arrows broken upon the landscape, a land where the endless cries of the fallen soldiers are carried upon the wind. Your quest carried you abroad to a dark realm where a pervasive, energy-draining force consumes all hope. Rumors and your investigation into their validity have drawn you east from the coastal city of Rockport through a vast wilderness. And I actually have a map I'm going to put up while I'm doing this. There we go. I don't know why there's blood on that. I said that last time. You stayed for a night in the frontier town of Midland, a strange place filled with superstitious people who warned you of a great danger to the east. Barbarians, monsters, worse. Tarrasques. They did not mention the Tarrasques. I have to throw that in there. But undeterred, you pushed on, following the winding path of the Edsel River deeper into the wildlands, your loyalty to your order, and perhaps something else urging you towards a place that the locals refer to as Castle Vargg. Eventually, you reached Edsel, a small village on the western shores of the river that seemed to almost cower beneath the oppressive shadow of the castle. A forlorn, dreary place soaked in a dense fog. Nearly deserted, you found shelter and a warm hearth at the Hog and the Horn, a 300-year-old tavern on the banks of the river. The locals there confirmed the rumors about Castle Vargg's master, Baron Hedron III, an evil aristocrat surrounded by a horrible cult who had not been seen outside of the castle walls for well over 100 years. The Baron, whispered the locals, had succumbed to vampirism, and his cult, it seemed, remains determined to summon great evil and empower the Baron's rise to demigod status. You learned of strange spell components known as Hulite shards, said to aid spellcasting in regions of the castle where magic is otherwise nullified. You obtained 10 such shards from Janie and Pete, your contacts in Edsel. These people that you befriended and learned much lore from. You were warned to be wary of the mirrors within the castle. You were told of an access route over the old walls and through the Lion's Court into the stronghold's ground levels, and a secret passage from the library to the upper halls. During your brief stay in Edsel, you garnered the adoration and hope of its otherwise bleak residents, who implored you to put an end to the evil of Castle Vargg. And so you set off, bearing the responsibility of the people, traversing the mountainous slopes. You distracted some Cromsmore raiders and scaled the crumbling walls to find yourself inside the Lion's Court. And that's where things kind of get just a little bit foggy. You were surprised by a pride of lion-like humanoids that pounced towards you in waves. There's a faint memory of some winged predator, and then some terrible earthquake that threatened to swallow you, and then complete and utter darkness. One by one, now each of you wakes from a fitful slumber, plagued by dreams of death and destruction, a towering scaled monster of legend, but only a dream. Rising to your feet, you find yourselves standing in an overgrown courtyard. You remember now, Castle Vargg. The fragments of a shattered mirror lay strewn about, as do the bodies of lion-like humanoids dead, bleeding out around you. There was a battle here recently. It all comes flooding back now, the memory of your quest, the people you swore to avenge, and the evil you swore to put down, Baron Hedron III, a vampiric demon, and the cult who seeks to unleash him upon the Midlands. My friends, as you rouse yourselves from this fitful, nightmarish-like sleep, what do you do?
Guys, this is a really weird place to take a nap. Wake up. I'm just gonna like crawl over and I'll like poke Tobias. Why are we sleeping here?
I had to run. We had to run. And we'll probably take a couple steps before. Don't remember why.
There was a lot of monsters here, I think.
It'll make for a great story later, maybe. We survive.
Everybody alive. That's good to hear.
Yeah.
He gets up and goes over, nudges Gal. Gal, doing okay? You've been a little quiet.
I mean, that's good of a place to sleep as any other, don't you say?
My back hurts a little bit. I think
You
that
should-
stone wasn't doing me any favors.
You should get yourself a shell. They're handy.
Yeah, I'll think about that after we get out of this. When we're done.
Yeah. I want to know, do you like completely like squish your body inside your shell when you sleep?
Well, I can show you. And he'll just lay down again. And you'll see him give a big old yawn as he lays down and he'll pull his body into a shell.
It's really handy.
I'd play a lullaby while this is happening because it just seems like the right thing to do. It's nice.
Nice
I'm
to be
gonna
asleep.
start looking around, like, to see if anything is waiting to eat us.
Ooh, that's a great idea. Roll a perception check.
Okay.
Master Kyanite, just for the heck of it, roll a performance check for us as you bust out a little lullaby for your companion Gel.
Okay.
9.
That is a dirty 20.
Oh wow. Gel, you hear this lullaby that almost reminds you of something from your past. I don't know how it makes you feel, but it's a beautiful tune.
As the red day is dawning and the lightning cracks the sky, they'll raise their hands to the heaven above with resentment in their eyes. Running back through the mid-morning light, there's burning in my heart. We're banished from a time and a fallen land to a life beyond the stars.
You just hear this soft snore.
Be a nice
It's
soft
like the
clap.
new
That
sleep
was-
spell.
That's beautiful.
That's beautiful. Isol, you look about and you see the shattered mirror laying out in pieces all over the ground, hundreds of pieces probably. You see these wounded, actually these dead corpses of these humanoid lion-like creatures. There are statues of lions in this courtyard. The courtyard itself is overgrown with brambles and roots of these kind of dead trees that loom over the top. You can see above that the sky is dark, not a star can be seen, possibly from the clouds, or maybe there's something else going on. You also see the outline of the castle as you are in the courtyard of the castle. Now you scaled the walls and have dropped in there. You don't see any immediate danger, but you are all just kind of standing there, looking around. A song is being played. You see nothing that indicates any threat at the moment.
If we're going to go in still, which I figure we will, I am going to buff up a little bit, and I will cast
Training montage.
mage armor on myself. Yeah. So
Okay.
you.
What is everybody else doing?
Or I suppose I'll wake up and I'll stand up. So are we close to the entrance of this? Or I know we're in the courtyard. Are we close to the entrance to the library or an entrance to this building?
Roll a perception check as you look about. Sorry, Ashley, I cut you off. Tell us about your mage armor.
Oh no, that's all right. Yeah, you see, just a faint shimmer of blue, go over her body and then disappear.
I don't know how I plan to do this, but I don't have my dice. I gotta go get them. Oh,
Yeah.
wait, I got this one. Perception would be a 5.
Ooh. You do not see an entrance to the building. You do see the walls behind you. You see your companions who appear to be safe. The rest of the scene, as I laid it out for Isol, is what you see. This courtyard is quite large, and you can tell that you are very close to the wall. So you could continue deeper into the courtyard, perhaps, and get a better view, maybe. But for you, Gal, it's just tough to see in this light and under the circumstances. A little bit of sleep in your eye still, maybe.
Yeah,
I'm
that's about.
take my finger and slowly put it towards whom? Smiling, and tap him, and he goes invisible.
What's everybody looking at?
What happened to whom?
I'm right here.
I made him invisible, just like earlier, I believe, when we were like checking out the wall.
Oh, you sneaky! I didn't even notice. All right, great.
I want to
This
know,
is good.
can you see your own hand?
No, this is a little disorienting. Every time, it's been that disorienting. Not the first time, but yeah, I don't think I'll ever get used to this. But you know what? Time to make use of it. I'm gonna go towards in the direction we were trying to go. And now that I have the cover of invisibility, I feel like I'm more confident in being a little unseen in case there is something ahead. Just keeping an eye out for any other magic mirrors.
Okay.
How do you want me to do this?
So you're sneakily moving through the courtyard, looking for anything that might give you some sort of sense of where you are and where to go next, right?
Yes.
All right. So if you're stealthing, give me a stealth check with advantage, and then give me a perception check.
So it's a 16 on the stealth.
Okay.
And a 17 on the perception.
Ooh. Okay. Very nice. Give me a D100 roll, please.
Oh, baby. I love the sound of
Whom
that.
just disappears into the night, and you don't hear or see any sign of whom as they move into the darkness. Whom you are poking about, sneaking maybe between the statues, dipping through and kind of like doing the old kind of sneaking through the brambles without getting caught on any of the thorns. What did you roll for your D100?
A 47.
Oh. Okay. You this is great. You're walking along, stealthing through this courtyard, and a couple of things. You see a body laying on the ground up ahead, probably about 20 feet away. As you're sneaking around one of these lion statues, and you look about, you can see this. It's no mistaking it. There, you can see the outline of the head, the face. Appears to be wearing some armor, but it is motionless on the ground.
I want to check that out. Get a very good look at it. Like a
You
very
get up-
close look at it.
You get up close. Give me an investigation check. The thing that is obvious right away is this is a corpse. It has decayed to the point of being mostly of skeletal remains. It does wear a beaten leather armor.
I got an 11.
You look down, and in its hand, there is a scroll case. There is also a pouch that is open, laying on the ground next to the corpse.
Pouch light open and there's nothing spilled out of it.
Nothing spilled out, but it's folded over a little bit so you can't see inside of it.
Okay. I'm actually great. Take the scroll case, slip that back real quick, thumb through the pouch, flip over the top and take a look inside. Not close enough that I could smell it, but at least see what's in.
Sure. Roll a d6. You flip back one. You flip back the flap on the leather pouch, and you can see this light blue glow. And as you get a better view, there is what appears to be a light blue crystal, about the size of a crystal that would fit in the palm of your hand. This is very similar to the oolite crystals that Pete had given to Isol. This is indeed an oolite crystal.
Ooh.
Light.
I cast message, and I message whom. I say, whom? What are you doing? Where are you?
I found something. Hold on. Okay. And then like I decide I take the crystal. I'm thinking, can you see over here? And then I realize it's in my hand, so the light doesn't give off, and they probably can't see it. Like, do you see the light?
No, but you know the good thing is only I can hear you.
Let's. Oh, yeah. Is that the magic message? I found one of those other crystals.
Guys, he found the crystal.
Found one though.
Only one?
Unfortunately, it's just one. Yeah, it's just one in a pouch. There's a body over here by the lion statues. I don't see any threats. Do I see any threats around?
You do not.
I like stop halfway through that sentence.
Oh, wait,
I
do
look
I?
around real quick. Like, hold on. I didn't miss anything, did I? Okay, it's safe to come over by the lion statues. I found a body over here. It has a pouch with a crystal in it. I'm sure that either you or maybe Tobias or Chad, what's your character's name? I forgot.
Kyanite.
Kyanite. I am so sorry. Or Kyanite. Maybe one of you can make use of this.
That sounds great. We're coming over. Guys, he said to go over next to the Lion's Gate thing. There's a corpse and he totally looted it. It's great.
Priorities. Excellent.
So the four of you are going to make your way over to the lion statues where you presume to find whom?
Yes.
All right. Is anyone going to try to stealth? If you are, please roll a stealth roll. We'll do a group stealth check.
I'll try. I'm not
13.
promising anything. Six.
9.
14.
Okay. Whom you can hear your friends coming from about 30 feet away, and then you turn and you see them. You don't get the sense that any alarms per se have been set off or anything like that, but you do start to feel as you heard sort of the echo maybe of Tobias's. What kind of armor does Tobias wear? Does he have chainmail?
Chainmail, yep.
Yep. You hear a little bit of the clinking and clanking of the chainmail. It sort of gives you a unsettling feeling that if you can hear your friends, it's entirely possible that there might be something else here that has heard your friends as well. But nevertheless, they do arrive at the statues. None of you see whom, of course, because whom's invisible.
Whom, are you there?
I'm standing right here.
Oh, okay. He's
you
right here.
You hear like a vagueness. All right. Here you go. Isolde, I gives this to you. I hand the pouch with the crystal in it.
Oh, thank you. I think who else said that they cast spells? I hand it over to Vamp. Kyanite, here you go. You take this one too.
Also, out of all of you, who's most interested and maybe a little light reading? A little most studious of us all? I'm talking my memory here.
I'm surprisingly intelligent, but what kind of reading are you looking for?
I'll be perfectly honest. I had assumed that it would definitely be some kind of magical knowledge, because it always tends to be in these kinds of things. So you know what? I will hand this to you as well. And I like you hear a little bit of rustling of the pack that he normally would have on his back is shaking a little bit, and then he places on both of your hands. You feel the heft of a scroll case as it suddenly appears in your hands. Okay.
All right.
It's settled.
Can I tell what language it is?
Are you going to
something
open
I
the
can
scroll
read?
case? You'd have to open the scroll case first, unless you already. So it's like
I
a
never
sealed case.
opened it.
Could
Yep.
it be trapped, friends?
I'll open it.
I was definitely not the most intelligent man. 9 in intelligence, so sorry.
Ashley or Isolde, you uncork the end.
Like pointed away from myself.
You point it away from yourself and you uncork it, and you just hear this sort of sound of like air coming out, and it just smells like stale.
Oh no, put it back on. Is it
Oh,
Pink Bomb?
oh, who was that? Was that the? Oh no! Oh, I need
It
to walk away
wasn't
from-
me.
I'm sorry. I can't. I need to walk away from this.
Anyone
Is
else
it
who would
supposed-
look at the body of the fallen individual that's dead would get the sense that this is very old. This has been here for 100 years, maybe.
That's a good point.
Dave, is that like just a passingly bad smell, or is that like a magically bad smell?
It doesn't linger.
Oh, okay. All right, then try one more time. I can screw.
Too bad that isn't magically delicious.
Pour it out and
There is a scroll inside, indeed. And as you pull out the scroll, it appears as if it is a map.
oh, hey guys, this is the map.
No, well, I was a fool for not even opening it.
Is anyone good at reading maps?
I would hope so. I sometimes need to plan some things out. Let me have a look at that.
Would that be like a survival? It would be the skill for
Yeah,
reading
we could do
maps,
that. Sure.
or-
Yeah, that sounds like a great role. I would say first off, though, as you look at the map, whom you notice that it appears to be hand drawn, not by a cartographer. This is a crude map. It does appear to show what would suggest the courtyard, a mountain, some very poor rendition of a castle. And then there is on little areas, it's sort of like there's smaller maps that seem to show routes that have been mapped out between different locations. There's no text on it. It's just symbols and line art.
I would like to
Uh.
help him figure out what the map says.
Yeah.
Sure.
I
Maybe
want.
That's
Let's do
the
an
problem.
investigation check. I think this would be investigation as you start to investigate
boy.
what the map is telling you.
I will attempt to investigate this map with advantage.
Yes, you're being
Is it
helped.
getting help?
Absolutely.
Okay, that's going to be incredibly helpful because I'm
Or
really bad at
would you rather
investigation.
I investigate with your help?
I think Isolde has to hold it because if whom holds it, it
That's what I was thinking.
disappears.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here, let me
it's
take a
kinda like
look.
one of those. Yeah,
All
let me
right,
have a
all
look
right.
at that. Wait, I'm over here.
Put it
You're
back
like,
in my
oh,
hands.
okay.
All
Here
right.
you go.
All right.
I can't
will
see it
hold,
anyways.
And then you tell me what I'm looking at, and I will roll the investigation check with advantage.
Really good idea.
There we go.
Really good. The in-canon reason for this particular help action.
He tries to point things out on the map with his finger. It's invisible. It's not helping really.
So you can
What
see
about
the
right here?
impression.
Yeah, no, here. I can't see your fingers. Dirty 20.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. So immediately, as you look at this and you start to put your minds together, you can see that this is indeed a rough map of Castle Vargg. It seems to have what appear to be the courtyard and an entryway marked that you can then use, and you'll be able to. Basically, what happens is as you move through the castle, there are exploration rolls that you will make to transition between different areas of the castle, and each of those transitions has a DC associated with it. And so because you have the map and because of your role to understand the map, you will have advantage on those rolls, which is good, because if you fail those rolls, bad things happen in the castle. So this is good that you found a map.
Excellent.
Yeah, nicely done. So now you have an idea of where the entrance from the courtyard into the castle may be. If you so choose to head that way, let me know. Or if there's something else that you want to do while you're in the courtyard, you can let me know that as well.
Actually, if I remember right, we were told there might be more of those stones in the courtyard. Can I, being an intelligence of 9, attempt to climb up on one of these lion statues to see if I can see anything around?
Absolutely. Yeah, you can get up on one of the statues. You don't need to roll to get up on it. It's pretty simple. When you get up there, roll a perception check, and you're looking specifically for more oolite shards.
Yeah. Woohoo! Dirty 20. Nice.
Ooh. Okay.
Fantastic.
A couple of things. You get up, and you're sort of crouched low on top of the lion statue, looking out. You see about 30 yards, kind of back from where, or 30 feet back from the direction that you came, almost, that there is some sort of a faint glow of blue. You also see off in a different direction, just momentarily, motion that disappears. You look over and it's gone.
I will try to loudly whisper towards everyone. I saw a blue light back the way we came, but some movement or something is that way. And I will stay up there for a little bit just to kind of keep eyes on the like where everything was, just to see if I garner any more information. I'll kind of stay up there.
Take note of which way he pointed for the movement, and I'll quickly move in that direction.
Okay. Yeah, you watch as Gel just kind of takes off quickly in the direction of the movement that Tobias had indicated. What are the rest of you doing as Gel moves off into the darkness?
How fast is our turtle friend?
He is regular speed.
Surprising. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that direction, Tobias will happily jump down and head off.
All right, we're going.
Where you got? Where are you two going?
I don't know. There's a direction and movement, and something is following us.
Whom? Go
Maybe we
get
should
the
get
crystal. You're invisible still.
Yeah, I'm just like, hey, let me get ahead of them real quick. This is deal.
I'm giving a thumbs up the wrong way that he's not. He's behind me.
Facing
Like-
off.
Don't worry, I'll get there. Hey, you're like, oh, shit. Hey,
What are you doing, Whom? So Whom's going for the crystals?
Yep. Oh yeah.
All
A
right.
little bit faster
Are you-
than the rest are.
So you're gonna speed run it. You're gonna head over
Yep.
there. All right. So you roll in the direction of the crystals. Kyanite and Isolde, what are you doing? Are you staying put at the statue? Are you gonna join?
No, I'm following.
Following.
The two that are running after the movement.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So Whom goes off in this direction, and the 4 of you are headed off in this direction. Gel, you're in the lead. You're sort of moving quickly. I don't know if you're running per se, but you're moving quickly in the direction. Roll a perception check.
Oh snap. Okay.
Will we even make it in the castle this time?
You know what? I'll go ahead and use that advantage that I was given.
All right.
'Cause, I don't ever roll good, so I rolled 2 16s. I got a 16.
Nice. You get up there and you look about. You see movement off to the north again, and then it disappears into some underbrush. You keep going.
Yeah, wherever I see that movement, I'll keep tracking it.
All right. The rest of you are watching Whom just continuing on. The stamina of this turtle, pretty impressive.
I gotta
Here's a
clarify
map.
now. Where is he chasing this creature? Is he chasing it off towards the edge of the courtyard? Is it going towards the castle?
Away from the castle.
Whom, if it's running away from the castle, let's not follow. We should go inside.
It'd be Gel.
Oh, sorry. Gal.
Whom's like, what do you mean?
Gal.
Wrong number. Sorry.
Sorry, wrong
No,
number.
who this?
I'll hold in my spot, just still trying to watch where I saw it going. Does it look like it's perhaps trying to flank us?
Ooh, that's a great question. All right, so let's see. Roll a what would be a good roll for this, Gel? What would you propose to be a roll to see if you can understand like the tactics perhaps of what's happening here? Meanwhile, the rest of you roll a perception check. Gel is very honed in on this area where this individual or this thing or this whatever it is moved and disappeared. This is
Dirty
great.
24.
Oh my. Okay.
Half that. 12.
Okay.
A quarter of that. 3.
Okay. Kai Knight's like tuning his lute. He's like, oh yeah, I'm a little out of tune here.
And the other die flew away, so
C'est la vie, die.
No,
Isol.
I can cast dancing lights at 120 feet away, though, if we want to brighten up the area where it is. That will perhaps cause attention to it or us.
Probably not a good idea.
Okay, I won't do that. It was
So
an idea.
Isol, you can with that roll, you see Gel sort of staring off, really dialed in on this position. And we'll come back to you in a minute, Gel, with your roll. Isol, you also see with that roll as you look around because you're starting to feel like, why are we going in this direction? You see another dark movement off to the other side. Gel, what did you roll?
So you'd ask me what kind of roll, right?
Yeah.
And so I guess because it's combat related, I'd just say survival if that works for you.
Yep, absolutely.
Letting you guys know, 5 years. 5 years it's like this for me.
Oh no.
I got a total of 6.
Oh, Rory.
That's with the +3.
I thought it would be different for you over here.
No.
You
5
bring it with
years.
you. You brought it with you. Yeah, you're not sure. You're just like, why is this thing running away from us? Stand and fight kind of thing. You know, you're not sure if there's a tactic.
Gil, there's something behind us.
You'll just I'll bring out my battle axe. I'll pull it out instead of just trying to chase with my claws. And I'll just continue to look around, look back, and more cautiously make movements, just kind of switching back towards whom.
So now you're gonna kind of start backtracking away now that you have the knowledge that there's more individuals out there.
Yeah, but not directly the way I came, just kind of making a switch back and flanking back towards whom. Just kind of spaces out a little bit, but not too much.
Okay. Everybody roll a perception check for me.
Oh yeah now. Natural 20.
Oh shit. Okay, very nice. Very nice.
16.
Okay.
8.
19.
All right. So, Gel and Kai Knight, you hear a as the spear comes flying through the air at Gel. Gel, you notice it coming with that natural 20, and you just step back and it just goes whoosh, right across and lands in the dirt next to you. Everybody roll initiative.
Uh-oh.
Maybe.
And Whom, you are, tell me what you're doing, Whom, as we get into this.
I had been booking it towards the goal of crystals.
Okay. Roll an investigation check as you're looking for the crystals.
Oh boy. A 4.
It's going to take you a while to find them, unfortunately.
I'll find them, guys.
Don't you worry. All right, give me 1 second here. All right, here we
Who's on
go.
the case?
There we go. All right, let's see here. Let me roll in my initiative. Okay. All right, 25 to 20.
I got 20.
Nice. Okay. Isold. 15 to 20.
Tobias, 18.
Okay.
Yellow 15.
Okay. 10 to 15.
14.
14. Okay. Okay. And whom, what did you get?
On initiative, I got a 6.
Okay. All right. So Isolde, you, as the spear and sticks in the ground, you see it. You also hear a as from around you. There's this calling of voices, and they come, and there's brush being trampled down. Somebody's crashing through the brush surrounding your position, and there's one coming up on you about 30 feet away from you right here. This guy.
All right, you asked for it. And I will wind up and cast Ray of Frost.
Oh, nice.
Does 19 hit?
19 hits for sure.
16 damage.
Oof.
And if he is still alive, there's additional information.
Yes, he is.
All right, so his speed is reduced by 10 feet until the start of my next turn.
Okay, very nice. Tell me what this blast of frost looks like.
It's kind of a blue-white energy, and it swirls around my hand and shoots out almost like a snowball at this guy, and it just hits him in a blast of blue-white energy.
Okay. As he's running, he just kind of slows, and then he pushes through the cold but reduced speed, as you said. Do you want to move, or do you use a bonus action or anything?
I will move. Let me just check out. Do I have any? No, that's all right. So I'm gonna move around so I'm not in front.
Smart. Tobias.
Hearing the kind of the energetic yells of those attacking us, Tobias is going to get really excited and pull down his hyena cowl and give a call back in return. And will actually throw his trident at number 2.
Okay.
Let's see. Only a 14 to hit.
14 does not hit. The trident he throws his shoulder back, and it goes past his left shoulder. And now you can see them coming at you. They look like the Cromsmore Raiders that you remember having encountered at the gate. It seems maybe they followed you inside after the ruse out front of the tourist Isolde trying to get directions. I don't know if you remember that from last time. That was pretty funny. Anything else, Tobias?
I will pull out my flail
Okay.
and actually step forward to be standing next to Kai Knight, preferably within 5 feet of him. But kind of out front, it's that positioning type.
Okay.
And that should be it.
All right, Gel.
So, how far am I from? Can't really see the numbers, but the top left and the top right.
You are within, at this point, probably 10 feet of number 4, which is this guy right here.
Okay.
Right there. And this number 3 over here is probably 30 feet away, I would say.
Okay. So first, I'll go ahead. with my 2 attacks, I'll reach back, and that javelin that almost hit me close by me.
Yep. Yeah, it's just like right behind you.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and reach back and grab that, spin it, and then throw it at number 3.
Okay. Nice.
That is a 17 to hit.
Oh yeah, that will hit for sure. Roll damage.
Seven points of piercing damage.
7 on number 3. Okay.
And
Yeah, the
then
spear right in the abdomen.
And then I'll go ahead and charge number 4 and use my second attack with my battle axe.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And that is a dirty 20 to hit.
Yes, that will hit for sure.
And that is 9 points of
9
damage.
points. Okay. Yeah, that you cut right through him, blood splattering across the ground. He kind of cries out a little bit. You can see he's a little bit bigger than the other guy that you hit with the spear, and he's carrying a short sword. Anything else you want to move or use a bonus action? Probably like right up there.
I'll just position myself so that I'm not sure who that is in the middle there, but just kind of position myself between
That's Kyanite right there, yeah.
Kyanite and the Raider.
Okay. You should be able to move your token wherever you wanna move. You
Oh.
just grab it with the left click on it and drag it. Kyanite, my friend.
All right. Well, all of my circus training, I draw both of my long swords and do a magically delicious blade flourish, just swinging them around everywhere as I run up. Which, not that it matters in this case, but increases my speed by 10 feet. So my speed is now 40 feet.
Yeah, you
But
can
I'm gonna
reach
go ahead and-
anybody.
Yes. So I'm going to go ahead and if I go here, am I flanking 4?
Sure.
Okay. I'm going to go there and do my my blade flourish. And I think I'm going to use one of my bardic inspirations to do the defensive flourish.
Okay. Tell us what that looks like.
So after swinging my blade, I'm going to, assuming I hit, I'm going to use one of my bardic inspirations. So I'm going to roll my D8 die, which is going to do an additional that much damage, but also increase my AC by that same number until my next round.
Wow. Lovely.
So let's see if I can hit. And being that he's flanked, that's advantage, right?
Yep.
So that is going to be a 24 to hit.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna hit.
Sweet. So that's 7 points of slashing damage plus my dice suck.
No.
An additional 1 point for
Oh,
the flourish. So
It
8
looked
points
good,
of
though.
damage. My AC goes up by 1. And then, so that's my action. So my bonus action is I'm going to attack with my offhand with the second long sword that I'm also swinging around.
all right.
So let's see how this goes. That is a 21 to hit.
Yep.
And an additional 12 points of slashing damage.
As you cut through him with the second sword, you hit him with the first one, and you're like, I don't know what it looks like if you're pirouetting around and you're just sort of like doing this sword dance kind of thing, and you just cut through him on a second time, and you almost surprise yourself as his head goes rolling and lands in front of Gel's feet. You have indeed destroyed this raider. All All right. Anything else? Do you want to do any? Do you have any? Well, you probably use your. Well, you might have some movement left actually, because you.
I have
Yeah.
probably have a ton of movement left.
Yeah, I would say so.
I will continue moving around number 3 to like there.
Okay. Number 3 watches you come around him and is going to make a couple of attacks at you with the short sword. First attack. 7 is not going to hit you. Second attack. 19.
19 hits.
That will be 5 piercing damage as the short sword cuts through you. These two down here, Kai, as you let out your yip, not Kai, sorry, Tobias, you yip in response, and they are going to come at you, each of them swinging short swords. The first one, attack number 1, is going to be a 15.
Misses.
Second attack is a natural 1, so that's going to miss. The guy, frozen guy, who barely gets to you because he's slowed, that's going to be an 18.
Meets.
All right. Ooh, I didn't roll too good. That's a 3 piercing damage on the short sword, and the last attack. Oh no. Yep, the last attack is a dirty. Nope, 21. That hits. This one's a little bit better. 6 more piercing damage.
Yeah, the first one I was able to kind of catch it in a bit of an arm guard, and actually I didn't take any damage from it.
Nice.
But the second one I wasn't ready for, so yep.
No, the first attacker looks surprised at your skill. A little bead of sweat rolls down the side of his temple. And that is their turn. Let's go over to Whom.
So, my only question is, did Kyanite's concentration break? Because he had the.
That's a great question.
7 on the die.
Yep.
5
You
damage.
are
Yeah.
now visible.
I'm like, yeah, it's exactly this. So,
You also
right.
did hear the yipping and the calling out back behind, away from where you are.
Yep.
You also look and you can see the glow another like 20 feet out away from the yipping. So if you want to go for the crystals, it's about 20 feet in the wrong direction. If you want to go back for your friends, you could probably make it if you use your action to dash, or you have a bonus action dash maybe as a rogue. So you could definitely get there.
Okay, so yeah, it's kind of like one of those. My current plan would have worked so well if I was a lot more unseen. And I go, "Fuck, all right, what's going on?" He turns around like he does that. You can hear a little bit of that skid as he like does an absolute 180 pivot, and I'm going to run and bonus action dash to get back.
Mm-hmm.
And since I know that I'm closing a hell of a gap, I'm actually going to pull out a short bow instead and see whether or not I get close enough to even see what's going on, if not even get a shot. It's like 80 feet of range, the range on the short bow.
Sure. Yeah, you can definitely get. I mean, you could get into melee combat if you wanted to with any of these, or you can fire a short bow arrow as well. Your call.
I'm gonna
you could
definitely
get to number 3. You could get to number 3, no problem.
Let's see, side by side with kind of.
Yep.
You know what? I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take this a little bit of the cool route of like coming in, but like kind of doing a little bit of a crescent path, and shooting an arrow as I'm closing the gap. So that then in the next turn, if he's still up, then it's gonna be some stabbing action going on.
All right. Take a shot at number 3.
Alrighty, and if I recall, he is in melee with a friend.
Yep, sure is. So you're gonna get that. If you hit, you get that sweet sneak attack
Rolled a 10.
damage.
Rolled a 10 to
You
hit.
do have an advantage.
I'll take it. The hell, I'm not gonna have this very limp like first shot of the night.
No.
At 22 to hit in the second slug.
Yeah, that hits. Roll me some of that sweet damage.
Oh, this is gonna be beautiful. I hope. Here we go. So the bow itself, that's a total of 7, and then the sneak attack is. Oh, I forgot how hard it hits this level. Okay. Two, and seven sneak attack damage.
So total of 14.
Yeah.
All right. So what does Kai Knight, who's standing in melee combat with this individual, see as your arrow flies in and kills this guy?
So he doesn't immediately sense the footsteps, but like within the first signal of me even approaching, is already that whistle of the arrow and right through the windpipe.
Kind of, you just
Right
watch
on his back.
He just drops to his knees and falls forward.
Oh, I thought I would have put up a better fight than that.
Isol, we're back to the top of the order.
Oh man, you guys are really good at killing people. I'm gonna whip up another one of those snowballs for Ray of Frost, and I'm gonna hit Frozen Guy number 1 again.
All right.
Yeah. 23 to hit.
Oh, yeah, that hits.
Okay. And
That hits real good.
9 frost damage.
What does Tobias see as you freeze this guy to death? What does that look like?
You see the white snowball explode over him, and his body kind of freezes up as he turns blue and white, and he just falls over.
As he falls and when he hits the ground, he just shatters into many pieces.
Oops.
Did I do that? Anything else from Isol?
She's just gonna take another step forward, so she's with the other guys.
Okay. Tobias, you're squaring off with one last Cromsmore raider. What would you like to do?
I am going to essentially, we'll kind of add insult to injury a little. What I'll do is I'm going to make an attack on him with my with the flail, but then right afterwards, so I'm going to try to swing it around him since he's so close. But my second attack, I'm actually going to try to bash him in the face with my shield. So
Okay.
just kind of, not really toy with him a little bit. Oh man, a natural 1.
Yeah, he just kind of bashes it out of the way with his arm guard, similar to what you
Um,
kind of did to him last round.
So then maybe while he's distracted, I will do the let's see, where is that again? The Shield Master Shove.
Ooh.
So it'll be a contested oh crap. Sorry, I gotta bring it up again. It's been a while.
Athletics.
Yes,
Athletics
yes.
versus.
Yep, they can do
athletics.
athletics or acrobatics, and I'll do an athletics.
Okay.
So they just have a 15 to beat.
19.
Yeah, even the shield. He's ready for
Holds
it.
its ground.
And that's it.
All right, Gel. You can see what's going on here.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and. I see my companion there try to make this valiant effort, and it just didn't happen. So I'll go ahead. I'll run in there and take some swings with my battle axe. Yeah. And I am having trouble logging into Roll20, so I cannot move my token.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this is actually the Runehammer VTT. Um,
Oh well, that would be why.
maybe.
That'd
Yep,
be
that
even
might be
worse.
part of it. Yep. That's all right.
I thought I
Um,
heard something about that at the beginning.
Yeah, it's pinned in the Discord, but don't worry about it. Give me a roll to hit.
I did, and it is what is that? Plus 7, so 25 to hit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that definitely hits. Give me some damage.
The damage is 7.
Okay, this is the first time this individual's been hit, and your battle axe cuts through some of the hide leathers that they're wearing as kind of shoulder armor and upper arm armor. Anything else? You want to take another swing?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. The first one seemed to work pretty well.
You know, Dave, I'm gonna come on this channel more often. I got a dirty 20.
Yeah.
Hey, there we go. Give me some more damage.
Yeah, I like it here. 12 points.
Ooh, yeah. You cut him again, and he kind of staggers back, and it almost looks like he's about to fall, but he still maintains his balance as he's trying to sort of like steady his sword for an attack.
So that's my action. But can I? I know I got some companions here that are gonna love, getting in on this in the moments to come. Can I just make an intimidation check?
Absolutely.
I'll drop my axe. I'll just pull my claws out. Just bloody as they are with the blood. Well, that wasn't repetitive. Just pull out my claws
They're
and
really bloody.
glare at him with my beakish mouth of a turtle. Just waiting for my companions to have fun with the rest of him. Intimidation puts that at an 8.
Okay, I rolled just a d20 to see how he would respond, and I rolled a little bit higher than that. So, he is definitely intimidated watching his companions fall. He's kind of staggering backwards as you bar your claws, your bloody claws.
Bloody claws.
He's going to start to step back, and Kyanite, it's your turn.
Well, I think it's time to finish this. So I'll
Mm-hmm.
stroll over here, feeling bold. I'm gonna, swing my blades around, give him a little fear in his heart. Say the following: on a cold winter morning, in the time before the light, in flames of death's eternal reign, we ride towards the fight. When the darkness has fallen down and the times are rough, all right, the sound of evil laughter falls around the world tonight. And I'm gonna.
Wow, that's dark.
That's freaking metal.
That was pretty long. Maybe you should do like a limerick next time.
A haiku? You want a haiku? I don't
Haiku
do
would be shorter.
I don't do haikus.
Give me
I'll
some
hit the guy.
attacking. What do you got?
That is a 25 to hit,
Oh yeah. That'll hit.
for max damage 13.
Tell us what Gel and Tobias see as this guy stepping backwards doesn't even see you coming until you start reciting your poetry. It looks back wide-eyed at you. What happens?
As he starts to look at me, I take his head right off with one cool swing. Whew.
Yep, and he drops to the ground. And the combat is over. We are out of combat, out of initiative. There's no
Nice
more
work,
movement.
guys.
Boom, did you get them gems?
I was about to, and then I was suddenly just became visible. That's why I came back. I was worried about you.
After that, you still don't have the gem.
But I did happen to see them pretty close before I had to turn around. So I know where they
Well,
are.
Go
Tobias
get them.
is going to go grab his trident and kind of stand off in the corner and try to give himself a pep talk.
Okay. Does anybody have a passive perception that's above a 12? 12 or more, I should say.
I have a 12.
I have a 15.
Twice does. There
I
we
have a
go.
15.
Okay. Tobias, you stand over off to the side and you're kind of giving yourself a little pep talk, and you see more movement in the dark ahead. Isol, you kind of, as you look down at these Kromsmore Raiders, there were way more Kromsmore Raiders you remember seeing at the gate. And so you essentially get a chill down your spine as you look up and you see more movement off in the distance.
Guys, we should just go inside. I think they're just gonna keep coming.
This is like in that very moment of Gel telling whom maybe, go and get him. He's just like puts his hands by his side. He's like, maybe I will, and starts walking back. And then that's when you end up noticing things happening. It's like, uh-oh.
All right, so the map says we should go over here.
Yeah, I'm good with that. If Whom would hurry up.
So Whom,
I'm
yeah,
gone.
Whom's already over there. You guys follow. You're all making your way towards what the map is suggesting is where there might be an entrance. You're probably moving a little bit faster now as you start to see additional dark figures moving about. And Gel, you don't even need to roll a survival check to know that you are being surrounded to some extent, but they appear as though they're keeping their distance a little bit. And Tobias, you would probably pick up on this too, given your background. You make your way up. Whom, give me a D6 roll. As you reach this glowing area next to what appears to be a tombstone. You find 3 more oolite shards.
Jackpot. All right, who wants these? As they like, you have them in his hand as they're coming up to him. It's like, all right, who wants them?
I will certainly take as many as you will give, but
Well,
also Tobias could use some.
I'll take one at least.
There you go.
All right, 1 for you, 2 for me.
Perfect. But we all agreed. Okay. We're next. We got the crystals here.
Isol, you have the map, correct?
Yes.
All right, so you're trying to read the map. Give me a survival check, and we're going to go ahead and say, because of what I had mentioned earlier, with the map, you're going to have advantage on these checks. This is essentially to transition to the next location within the castle.
14.
14 is exactly what you needed. You do find a large door that appears to be off the hinges, that is set in this dark black rock, this foundation rock, these blocks that have been stacked. They look extremely old. Whom, with your dwarven background, you might pick up on that. I don't know, not to make assumptions, but it is an old structure, and the door seems to be kind of like hanging. It's not open, but it doesn't appear to be on the hinges. The hinges themselves have maybe rusted away. But you did find the door.
Perfect. Found the door.
Has anyone opened this in a very long time?
Well, the looks of it, I think if anybody did, it might actually just fall right off.
That's a good assessment.
I will edge to the side so I don't get hit when the door falls off.
If you would like, I could push it.
Oh, I mean, go by all means. Go ahead.
Unless there's another way. If there's another way, but I can go ahead and push it if there's not.
Well, you
it's
could
just a
try
door.
and give it a little shove.
Okay.
I give you an assist.
You want to push it with me?
Yeah, go ahead.
As
Push
the
it
two of
real
you,
good.
I tried to move on before you could do that. 'Cause I knew it was coming. As the two of you move up to the door stands about 12 feet tall. It is a 2-paneled door. The doors themselves, there's 2 of them, as I mentioned, they're about 4 or 5 feet wide. These are big wooden paneled doors. They have all kinds of old detail work that has long since been weathered and worn away. And like I had mentioned, they just look like they're sitting there. It almost looks as you could like lift them and move them out of the way. Or if you want, you can push on them.
I see. Yep. Well, I mean, are we trying to be quiet right now? We weren't really quiet back there.
That's a good point, Gil. I think they all know we're here at this point.
Sounds good. And I'm just gonna run and jump and hit the door and sink my claws into it, because apparently I got claws, and just try to knock the door over while staying on top of it.
All right. And
I don't know
Kyanite,
if
how
I'll
are
be
you
able to actually
helping?
sink in, but yeah.
How are you helping Kyanite with that?
Oh baby.
Oh, I'll be right behind and pushing him.
Give me that lift.
Nice. Yeah, you get up and you push the door, and the door just hits the ground, and it's loud, and it echoes not only out into the courtyard but down this corridor that is shrouded in darkness. Gel and Kyanite, do you have dark vision?
That's a good question.
I do.
Where
I
is
don't
that?
think so.
It would be under senses on the
Nope.
left-hand side.
I do not.
Okay. It is complete darkness inside as you look in. Tobias, Hume, and Isol, as this door slams and crashes onto the ground, you can see dust kind of gets pushed up into the air. And those of you that have dark vision can see 60 feet or whatever it is into this chamber, and it is a long corridor that just sort of like disappears into darkness. And you can hear a couple of, Tobias, you probably pick up on this, a couple of yips that are more subtle than the war cries that you heard earlier. And they kind of come from around different areas in the courtyard, as if they're communicating through some sort of a animalistic kind of language.
Well, the element of surprise is gone. And we'll cast light on the base of his trident, and we'll kind of hold it up as, heading in, because I can't see anything either.
Okay, so with your trident illuminated with magical light, the five of you step over the threshold into Castle Vargg. To what? We don't know yet, but we will come back after a short bio break, and we'll figure out what the heck you guys get yourselves into next. You have finally made it out of the courtyard, having fought some Cromsmore raiders as you search for oolite shards, which may come in extremely handy. So that's good on you guys for finding some of those. Everybody who's hanging out with us in the chat, our friends, our chat buddies, thank you so much for being here. We appreciate you. It's really fun to see all of you be getting goofy with us in the chat. So please stick around. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes. We'll take a 5-minute break, quick bio break. We'll be back to find out what happens next. Thank you all. You guys are great. I can't wait to see what happens next. Here we go. We'll be right back.
Herb.
What's the worst that could-
Hello, buddy, the worst that could happen, a Tarrasque.
Tarrasque.
We've already
said,
had
we
the
experienced
worst.
that.
So I think we're good.
Yep.
Hey everybody, welcome back. We're back. You're back. Everybody's back. That's where we like to be here at the Superior Adventures Guild. Real quick shout out to this awesome group of players: Eversalt, Minnesota Muse, Tythalanos, Rory, and Vamp Wickman. You guys are awesome for coming back to play with me again. I was so happy that we could get together to rerun this adventure and see what happens in the actual Castle of Mirrors. So super excited to see what happens with you guys driving the chaos van into oblivion. All right, let's see. Let's get back to it. We are currently at the threshold. You have cast light, Tobias, on your trident as you step forward in front of the group. What's your marching order as you enter behind Tobias?
I'll go right behind Tobias.
Okay, so Tobias, Gel.
I don't need to be first if others can see in the dark, but I can't see nothing.
Oh, you want to put the sorcerer first?
If you want.
I am so squishy though.
That's true.
But you're the smart one.
For some reason, yes.
Somehow. All right, so Isol, you're gonna go in the middle.
Yes, please.
Okay. And then who's gonna go last?
I will.
Okay. So then Whom and Kai. Okay. All right.
And
Please
it's
make an Esol sandwich. Thank
It
you.
is a 20-foot radius of bright light and another 20 feet beyond that of dim light, so everyone knows.
Perfect.
All right. So
I can also cast dancing lights.
I mean, why wouldn't you?
You can almost give each one of us an orb that doesn't have the light spell. There you go.
There you go. And you get an orb, and you get an orb, and you get an orb, and you get an orb.
Suddenly
Everybody
you've
look
got
under
these
your seats. There's an orb.
glowing orbs hovering around you, giving off even more light, and you find yourself staring down this enormous corridor that leads to presumably the center of the structure, this Castle Vargg. Give me intelligence saving throws.
Beautiful.
All of it?
Sure.
Oh, no.
When was the last time you rolled an intelligence saving throw? I don't know if I've ever rolled one of those before.
The only time I've ever seen an intelligence saving throw, it's never ended well.
I'm gonna roll with advantage. And use my
Fair enough.
inspiration.
Friggin' intellect
Okay.
devour somewhere around here.
Oh man.
I'm going to let mine go. 11.
Natural 20.
Very nice.
10.
Okay.
Holy
13.
crap.
What was that, Vamp?
17.
Wow.
That's an 18 minus 1.
Nice. And whom didn't I get one for?
I did say mine was 13.
Oh, okay. All right. All of you, as you stare down this corridor, immediately you realize that you get slightly dizzy. You get slightly disoriented as the physics of this corridor don't seem to make sense. The hallway continues well beyond the light spells and your dark vision, but it seems as though the space itself kind of shifts. The floor beneath your feet uneven, the corridor itself sort of undulating in its shape. The right angles maybe liberally 80-degree angles or 60-degree angles at times, shifting in the physics of the room. And around you, as you look at the walls of this corridor, they are covered with portraits and mirrors.
I don't like that.
Can I? Is it so disorientating that I don't know where the walls are, or just kind of?
Well,
Like
you
looking
made
through
your
water.
save. You made your save. So it's kind of like,
Oh.
it's almost like you're looking through, like water, like you said, but also sort of like you're moving through something thicker than water, like almost a viscous sort of atmosphere inside this room that is a little jarring and disorienting. But you all made the save, so you're not you know, there's no mechanical disadvantage, if you will.
And
But it doesn't seem
who's
right.
Who's in front of me right now?
Tobias is in the lead.
Tobias. Hey, Tobias. Oh, this isn't fun. What do you what do you say? I either like hit the walls with my axe, or we all hit the walls, or I don't know. The mirror in the courtyard just messed us up, so I'm not a fan of these mirrors.
It could work. We've already made an entrance.
Or perhaps this thought was just slow to my mind. Do you think we'll have this effect if there's no lights?
I won't know where to go.
Yeah, neither will I. Either way, I just don't like this feeling.
That brings up a good question. If we have the lights out and I could still see, is there no light?
I can turn off the light spell.
You turn off your light spell. The dancing balls, is that what they're called? Yep, they're still.
Mine. Yeah, I'll say mine was just the trident.
Yours was the trident, but Kyanite's, yours were the floating orbs, correct? So those are still giving off light.
I can snuff them out real quick.
You snuff them out, and as you do, you watch as the sconces on this hallway, they light up, going all the way down this long, abnormally long hallway that disappears into darkness, but now it's lit up by these sconces. They're burning.
How welcoming.
I am not upset bringing light to the darkness. Always wonderful. And we'll start striding forward.
I think it's an upgrade. I mean, it looks nice. I still have this bucket of pitch, though. I mean, if you're really worried about the mirrors.
Do we notice any of the eyes following us?
Roll a perception check.
Oh, the paintings.
Yeah, these castles always have creepy paintings in them.
Because I would say that out loud. That's a 17.
You're looking specifically at the paintings, Kyanite? Yeah.
Yeah.
These paintings are of obviously people that you've never seen. They are human. They look to be extremely old portraits, drawn in a very, painted in a very similar fashion. But the faces of these humans almost look to be distorted and almost demon-like. For a moment, they look to be normal people, and then the vision of the portrait shifts in your eyes as if someone pulls back a shield across your eyes or puts down some sort of a lens over your eyes, and they look demonic. And it does indeed look like the eyes are following you as you enter. The interesting thing as you... I don't know if you're following Tobias, because Tobias has started to move forward. But if you are watching Tobias move... You do not see Tobias, you do not see his reflection in the mirror that he walks past.
Who doesn't see it?
Kyanite is the one who is looking at the paintings. Okay. Yep.
Oh, goody.
Is anybody else following Tobias as Tobias is just walking forward, happy that somehow he feels like he brought the light to the chamber?
Just seeing Kyanite look at these things, just do you notice anything?
The paintings get a little evil, and I didn't see our friend's reflection in it, so I'm horrified.
You didn't see his reflection in the painting?
In the mirror.
Oh. That would be concerning.
It is.
Are these sconces, are they like fluid filled themselves, or are they more like torches that remove?
As you look at them, they jut out of the wall, and they kind of have like a curved metallic sort of holder, and there's like a candle or like a torch burning. They don't seem to have fluid, and it seems to be, I mean, they were obviously lit unnaturally. You don't know how they're fueled, but they appear to be like a small torch.
Or I'll go ahead and see if I can remove one.
Yeah, sure. You can grab it and you
Okay.
bring it down. You've got a small torch.
See if I can go ahead and light one of the portraits.
Okay.
A little vandalism.
He said they
On
were
side.
creepy.
Yeah, you hold the flame to the portrait, and it starts to burn the portrait, and you just hear this whispering in your head. I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw, please. The rest of you watch as the portrait begins to melt and the paint starts to kind of drip down the wall, and you can watch as the face of this woman who's kind of cloaked in this very like tight, like high-necked, almost like turtleneck. I don't know how to describe clothing very well, but like a really tight-necked dress that comes down with those big. Help me out, Ashley. Whatever those
High
things are.
collar.
Thank you.
shoes,
With the
shoulders.
shoulders. Yep, she's got shoulder pads in there, and you can see that her face just starts to grimace as she starts to burn.
I don't know if that's good or bad.
Holy crap, Tobias, you need to see this.
Yeah,
What'd you get
probably
for
would've
your
stopped
wisdom
about 30
save,
feet.
Gal?
I got an 8.
Oh shit. Okay, so Gel, you are racked with 5 points of psychic damage that drops you to your knees. And you drop the torch on the ground, and as it hits the ground, it goes out. Meanwhile, the painting is it's starting to burn.
Oh no,
Should
to
we
put the
put that
torches.
out? And that might actually start to spread to the rest of the hallway. I'm thinking
Double time.
we didn't do it. We didn't do it. Okay, well, hold up, Tobias. I'm coming.
Before we get too far, now there was one mirror, right? And we know that there are evil mirrors, and somebody brought pitch. We
Yeah.
could try to paint one of like the evil mirror.
By all means, I mean, I'm gonna use it on this, sure. Yeah, I have the bucket.
Or should we wait?
I can always just put one streak on to see what happens.
All right. Go
Yeah.
ahead. Deface their mirror.
So I don't think I have a brush with me. I'm just gonna assume I don't. So I'm just gonna like
Or a little.
put my fingers into the pitch and just right
Just
down the front of
streak
the
it down.
mirror. Give it an old finger pain.
Yeah, you watch as Whom just runs his pitch-covered hand down the glass of the mirror, and it just leaves a streak on it. Nothing strange happens, but you do, Isolde, notice that this isn't the only mirror. There are multiple mirrors that go down this hallway. It's not exactly like one portrait to one mirror, but they line this hallway, and each portrait is a little bit different. But when you look at the portrait themselves, it gives off that weird essence of like a normal portrait for a second, and then you like blink, and it's like this weird, like distorted, disfigured individual. And again, as you pass by the mirrors following Tobias, there's no reflection in them. You do not get a reflection.
Are there any portraits across from a mirror?
Yes, there are actually.
Do the portraits show in the mirror?
They do. You can see the portraits and you can see the walls, but you cannot see yourselves as you pass through.
And the portraits look normal?
Roll an investigation check for me.
A really
14.
dumb idea.
14. So you kind of look at one of the portraits and it's got this grisly sort of demonic face on it, right? And then you look over at its reflection in the mirror, and you can see that it almost appears as though it's moving, like inside of the portrait itself.
I'll relay that information to anyone that's around me. I don't know that we should break the mirrors because it might release what's in the portrait, Which might be why I got hurt when I burned it. But I'd be up for running down, lighting them all, unless someone has another idea.
I have another idea.
Yes.
Can we move one of the mirrors? Are they fixed to the wall?
You turn them around so they face each other, and then if something tries to come out through one, they just go into the other mirror.
As this conversation is happening, we'll come back to it. Don't worry. Tobias, you are continuing to walk forward.
I'll probably like stay like ever that like 30 feet ahead and just be like, all right, standing there tapping, just kind of waiting. Oh, okay, that's close enough. And all this stopping is just like, it's mirrors and paintings. We're clear. We're good.
Evil mirrors.
You look back and you see your friends having this conversation. You can hear their whispered voices, or maybe not so whispered. You turn around and you look back down the hallway from where you came, and suddenly, where it wasn't there before, there is a large chamber. That it's like you weren't right at the entrance to the chamber, like the portal to this chamber, but now you are. You're standing right there, and in the center of this chamber is a large mirror. Larger than the doors that you pushed through to come into the castle. It stands there, and you can see plainly your reflection in the mirror.
I'll just without looking back, I'll just kind of, I found something.
What?
You're fine.
Do you find something creepier than what we're looking at right now?
This is
Maybe
with his hands on the frame of the mirror, looking over like, huh?
You want to try to move the mirror, Whom?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can pull the mirror off the wall.
Okay. We'll take that mirror over to another mirror, and I want to place that mirror in a way that both mirrors face each other, and now they have this whole infinite planes appearance.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
All right, well, guys, this is the moment in the game where you've broken the world, and there's only one thing you can do when you break a world. Vamp, I'd like you to roll for the color of the Tarrasque, please. D6.
Oh god.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
We're inside the castle.
I believed you for
It wouldn't
Roll.
fit.
Whom, roll me a D100, please.
Oh boy, I love that.
Yep.
I got a 29.
Okay, as you push the mirrors together, you hear them both shatter. And all the glass falls to the ground at your feet. And as you kind of pull them apart to look, the mirrors are completely shattered and gone. There's no glass in them anymore. It's just a frame.
Well, that worked.
Yeah. Shit, I didn't know they were so fragile. My bad. I'll be a little bit more delicate in the next one.
I mean, I don't know if that's a bad thing. Is that how we break them?
I mean, they're usually, you could just, Gel could just as easily have broken one with his axe. I mean, I don't know, maybe they just don't like each other. That's pretty bad. That's really bad. You think that's kind of bad? Could you be like a mirror that's so ugly that breaks another mirror?
Do
Maybe.
you have a big one?
You guys all look down towards Tobias as he calls back, and you can see that he's standing in the center of the hall, and the hall just goes on for hundreds of feet behind him. This weird, like I said, the physics of this hallway are just very strange.
That's a good point. Maybe I should take a piece of. I'll take a piece of the mirror with me, if it's large enough.
Yeah, you can find a shard. Absolutely.
Perfect.
Palm-sized shard of the mirror.
I feel like we learned something.
I
I don't know what that is.
But what
Why
was
do you
it?
take such a small piece? And I'll go ahead and just grab a whole mirror.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, if you want to carry that,
Hold it to my
absolutely.
hold it to my side. So it's facing the wall. So it's between
Okay.
me and the wall.
Oh, nice. All right.
I grab a painting, face it away from me.
Very nice. And I will walk by your side.
I'm just gonna
We're
like
now art
squish
thieves.
my way in between the two of you.
Yes, the influence.
Whom's
Are
rubbing
you
off
ready
you
to
guys?
move forward, Kyanite?
Let's do it.
I'll say I'll at this point, it's taking a while. I probably would step off to the side and kind of disappear from their vision,
You're gonna step off. So you're gonna step off laterally,
like
in the
into the
hallway?
room and off
Into
to
the
the
room.
right a little bit.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah, yeah. Your friend disappears.
Maybe we should hurry.
I gotta feel bad. He was calling for us. We need to go over there.
You guys make your way down the hall
Oh,
towards where you last
sure.
saw Tobias. And Tobias, as you step over the threshold, you feel this sense of dread in this room as you look about, and there's stonework all the way around. It's sort of this weird rectangular space with tall ceilings that have these arching frescoes on them, and there are braziers that are lit in the room around the perimeter of the room, and in the center of the room, the light flickering in the shadows, there's this giant mirror. The rest of you are walking down like, where's Tobias?
Does anyone see Tobias?
He just went. He said he saw something. He just went down that way, and I looked ahead of us. I mean, do I see what he was seeing, or is this kind of like?
They get separated in the funhouse.
What if we just hold on a minute?
Kind of like
Just-
You guys stop. Gel, you stop.
Yeah, I'll stop. But I won't stop with my mirror facing a mirror.
Okay.
If this
Smart.
continues all the way down, I'm facing a portrait with my mirror.
Oh yeah, make them look at themselves. What happens?
So you stop and you look about. You look back the way you came, and then you turn around and you look, and you're at the threshold of this room. As you peer inside of it, without having stepped over the threshold, you see this giant room, these braziers lit, and there's this massive mirror in the center of the room.
Does everyone else see that?
The big mirror.
Yeah, it's a big mirror. And step in. Yeah, it just looks like a big mirror. And Tobias, you in here? I'm gonna turn around to look for him.
Do you step over the threshold, Whom?
Yes.
You walk into the room and you turn and look, and there's Tobias off on the side.
Hey, sorry to make you wait. It's
Do you
the
have
big
fun back
mirror.
there? I don't know.
Yeah, actually. These mirrors don't like each other.
Whom?
Gel's got another one.
Roll a dexterity check, a dexterity save for me, excuse me.
Dexterity saving throw?
Yep.
Dexterity saving throw. That's a 19.
Where is the shard of the mirror that you took? Is it still in your hand?
Yes.
You start to feel your hand gripping that mirror, and you look down, you can see blood starting to drip from your hand as you're almost like closing your hand on the sharp edges of the mirror. And then all of a sudden it just shatters from your grip.
Ooh.
What are the rest of you doing? You watch as Whom goes into the room.
I follow.
Oh,
All right, you guys all walk in.
yep.
As you do, Gel, the mirror that you're holding smashes into 1,000 pieces, raining down on the stone tiles below your feet. And Kyanite, the painting that you have starts to burn. It just ignites in flame. You have to drop it or get burned.
I'll drop it.
It's just flaming there. Eventually kind
Oh.
of burns down, giving off some really kind of like green and reddish smoke from the paints, maybe from the canvas, perhaps.
What
to tell.
in the world did you bring in here?
Gift shop.
I'm sorry. I'm a bad influence.
Oh, nice.
Hard to resist, yes.
You know, I don't know that this is a welcoming place, and I don't like the mirrors. There was some tar or pitch or something, right? There's a big mirror over there. Whom, if you would like to do some more of your finger painting.
No, that's a pretty big mirror. I'm thinking that might be a bit too much for this bucket.
Ooh.
I think I really want to hold on to when we know it's going to do something, because this is the only pitch we have.
Well, I could make a pitch at it with my javelin.
Or we
That's clever.
could walk away from the mirror and just let it be.
And
We could. Not as fun.
I'm sort of wondering at what point is the lord of this establishment, if there is one, come down and be very upset with our vandalism.
A lot of shattering glass.
Well, we're
Hmm.
not here to make friends.
That's true.
We're here
I
to mess stuff up.
Okay, I'll take a shot at the mirror.
All right. Give me an attack roll. What are you attacking with?
I'll use a javelin.
Okay.
Like you said, we're here to mess things up.
Mm-hmm.
18 to hit.
Yes, that does hit. Go ahead and roll some damage for me as your javelin pierces the mirror.
6 points.
All right. So you guys watch as Gel takes the javelin and throws it the short distance across the room to where the mirror stands. And as the javelin strikes it right in the middle of this giant mirror, it's like, you'd have to really try to not hit this thing. You watch as it sparks this green glow and it ripples across the mirror. The javelin falls to the ground, ting, 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 and you see this crack. At the same time, you watch as a reflection in the mirror, not you, but something else, you can't quite make it out. The mirror starts to open up from that crack, and you watch as these chaos demons emerge. I need everybody to roll initiative for me.
Mending.
Oh, mending. I love that. That's good. That's really good.
3.
All right. Hold on a second. All right.
Isol, did you say that out loud?
Probably.
All right. I need 25 to 20, please.
21 for Tobias.
Nice. 15 to 20.
18 for Gil.
Okay. 10 to 15. 5
Ooh.
to 10.
9.
9 as well.
Okay. Whom, and then Kai. And then Isol, do you want to play?
3.
Oh, that's so sweet. That was so sweet that you want to play. All right, so you watch as these demons come out of. Let me see. Oh yeah. Out of this mirror to attack. Here, I'll show you. I'll give it a little bit bigger so people can see what they look like. They're like all mouth and a couple of different hands. Tobias, you are at the top of the order.
And they're obviously just coming out of the mirror and right at it, correct?
They're coming right at you guys. Yep. From the mirror. They are like emerging from maybe the mirror is some sort of a portal or something. You don't know, but they're coming out of the mirror to attack you.
I think I can't get past them. So I will step up to the first one since everyone else is a little stunned, and will strike forward with my trident.
Okay.
God dang it, it was 19, it turned into a 1. So that's a 1.
Ay. Yeah, that's a miss.
A little unsettled, all the mouths and whatnot, and we'll
A lot of mouth.
try to make a shove attack with my shield then as well to just kind of give myself some distance and knock it down.
Okay.
Dirty 20.
That will hit.
So it falls prone is all it does.
Falls
So
prone.
number
Okay.
2 would be prone.
Got it.
And that's about all I'll do.
Okay. Gel.
Okay. How far is like this?
Yep.
Is that
You can probably get there in 10 feet, 15 feet.
wait, how far is the mirror behind them?
Probably another 10 feet. Here, maybe I'll put a little marker on here so you know where it is. Let's see. I need a mirror. What would you like to do?
I was just wondering where the mirror was.
Okay. We'll say this is
And-
the mirror. It's probably another 20 feet beyond them.
Okay. And then for flanking, do you play I gotta be behind him or just beside him?
You'd have to be on the opposite side.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't want to get back in there. Oh, that's just a mess behind him. So I will stay there, and I will take a swing at the guy that's prone.
Mm-hmm. With advantage.
Absolutely. With my battle axe, that's a 23.
That'll hit.
And that would be 12 points of slashing damage.
Wow, nice.
And
Yeah, they're still up. You cut off one of the arms, maybe.
okay,
It
I
flops on
will
the ground in front of you.
take another hit at the guy that's prone.
Okay, with advantage.
Yep. That gives me a 25 to hit.
Wow. Yes, Gel. Yes.
And that gives me 7 slicing
Okay.
or slashing.
All right. I like it. I like it. This one is still up. You didn't kill it. It's not looking great.
But I'll stay there.
Okay. That brings us to the demons. This guy's going to get up. And they're going to move forward. Coming at Hoon. Kind of flanking around Tobias. Number 1 is going to attack Gel with a bite attack.
I'll use a reaction to give disadvantage because he's within 5 feet of me,
All right.
or because Gel is.
Sounds good. Disadvantage. Ooh, that's not good. That's going to be a 9. That'll definitely miss Gel.
That misses.
And then number 2 is going to attack Tobias, flanking, so advantage. That's a natural 20. Oof.
Love it.
Oof, sorry about this. Am I though?
Mm-hmm.
Oof. That is 21 piercing damage as it bites into your leg. The one on the other side is going to attack you as well. Advantage.
So Dave,
Yeah. 11 misses.
correct me if I'm wrong on this, but I have fighting style protection.
Yep, you do.
While yielding a shield, and a creature you can see attacks a target other than you within 5 feet of you, you can use your reaction to impose disadvantage. Would that work on that last attack?
Ooh. It will on the next one.
Okay.
Yep. Absolutely. And then Whom, this other one comes at you. It's going to attack you. Just straight up bite attack. That's only 15. Does that hit?
Yes.
Oh. Okay. 11 piercing damage.
I'm gonna
That is-
uncanny dodge that.
Smart.
Okay, I'm gonna half the damage.
And it is your turn, Whom.
Okay. Right. Let me make sure to put the damage. There we go. Damage. Okay. Definitely no breathing room. This has probably some really bad smell coming from this whatever mouth it has. And the response is, while trying to fend off the bite, and deflect it, he's gonna draw the rapier and try to slip it into the side.
Nice.
Let's see her attack. Straight regular attack here. That is a 19 to hit.
Yes, that hits.
Okay. Now, of course, I don't have anybody adjacent with him, so this is just going to be regular rapier damage.
Okay.
For a total of 9. 9 stabs right in the side.
Wow, that's pretty good. All right, so 9. All right. You jab it with your rapier. Doesn't seem happy. That's the same sound I make for all of my demons. I like making that sound.
Maybe that's infernal.
Could be. Does anybody speak Infernal?
Oh gosh, maybe.
Yeah, probably. You're a tiefling.
I do. Yes. What are they saying?
They're saying, let's eat these MFers. They look delicious.
I mean, they're not wrong.
Ooh, sassy. Kyanite.
Okay, time for a blade flourish. We're gonna go ahead and run all the way in between all of these guys. Does that put me in range of all 3 of them around me?
I would say probably just 2 and 3.
Okay.
You'd kind of. What are you trying to do? What kind of an attack are you trying to do?
Well, if I use my specific flourish and I hit, I will hit every bad guy within 5 feet of me as well.
Yeah, I would say you could probably get 2 and 3 with that. 4 is just a little bit outside of that 5-foot range.
That's less exciting.
Or you could
So
get
then
2 and, or you could get 3 and 4 if you got in between the 2 of them.
Yeah, can I get like here, sort of nudging him over?
Yeah,
Okay.
Ouch, my eyeball.
sure.
Yeah, I step on your foot, my bad.
Watch where you're going.
All right.
Watch where you're swinging them
gonna-
swords.
I'm gonna do my flourish. Blades going everywhere. Let's see how this goes on number 3.
All right.
That is a 20.
That is definitely going to hit.
Yes. It's going to be 9 points of slashing damage,
Okay.
along with 5 more points from the bard song,
Nice.
and that 5 points will also hit number 4.
Number 4 as well. Okay. Just coming in
Yeah.
as you do with your flourishing blades. You're cutting through a number of these maw demons that are coming at your friends, biting into your, Tobias specifically with kind of a massive attack. Anything else from the bard?
I will use my bonus action to. I will give Gal inspiration.
Nice.
Make
All right.
me efficient.
Isol.
Anytime in the next 10 minutes, you can choose to use an additional D8
Very cool.
on a D20.
I am going to hop around so that I'm like maybe 5 feet kitty corner to I don't know, I can't remember. Is this Tobias
That's
next
whom.
to me? Or that's whom? Okay,
Yep.
sorry.
When was that?
And I will cast my ray of frost at this demon, number 4.
Okay.
see how he likes a cold shoulder. 22.
Yeah, that hits.
And 8 frost damage.
Nice. And frozen, right? So they will have reduced.
Yeah, reduce
Reduced
movement by
movement.
10 feet.
Okay. All right. Anything else, Isol?
No, man, I should have really gotten like a bonus action. What was I thinking? I don't know.
All right, as we get to the top of the order, Whom, give me a D4 roll, please.
Oh boy, I love this one. 2.
Okay, you guys watch. Maybe you see this, maybe you don't, but you certainly will pick up on it in the short term as 2 more of these creatures emerge from the mirror. We'll put them a little bit closer as they're not quite. They climb through the crack in the mirror. Tobias, it's your turn. You just had a huge bite taken out of your leg.
Now, I thought you said the mirror was like 20 feet beyond them, so it's probably like 30 feet away.
I would say that's about right. So yeah, maybe like right about here.
Seeing more coming and that huge hit, I'm a little worried about this, and will actually take. Yeah, I think I'll just kind of reach back with my shield arm and lift up my holy symbol, and will look at the one in front of me who got the big hit on me, and will kind of smile at him and then, welcome to the light.
Smiles
we'll
back at you with
use
this huge.
My channel divinity of Radiance of the Dawn.
Nice.
So every hostile creature within 30 feet has to make a Constitution saving throw with DC 13.
I'm gonna say that it's all of them.
Okay.
So we'll start with number 1. What kind of a wisdom or what kind of a save? Wisdom?
Constitution.
Con. Okay. Number 1. Failed. What happens if they fail?
If they fail, they take 22 radiant damage.
Ouch. Okay. They just cry out in pain. Not dead, number 1, though. Number 2. Save.
So that'd be 11 damage. 11 radiant.
Just flames erupt from their skin, and you can just hear them like crying in pain and agony. Number 3 is a 12. Fail. Number 3, it's 22 points. Number 3 is dead. It just burns to a crisp. Number 4 fails. Number 4 is
boy.
burnt to a crisp as well.
Scream of
An
fire.
icy cinder.
He's like cold on the middle and burned on the outside.
In Infernal, you hear him say, "Make up your mind." Number 5.
Microwave burrito.
Number
Demonic
5.
microwave burrito.
Number 5 saves. So it's how much? 11.
11. Yep.
And number 6 saves as well. Okay. So let's see, 1. Yeah, 2 of them have been fully destroyed into ash.
Kind of soaking up that bright light. Will also then use second wind as bonus action, and then that would be the end of my turn.
All right, Gel, comes to you. You watch as the creatures in front of you, these demons with all teeth, they start to flame up, but they still come at you. They're still on the offensive.
I'll go ahead and start to swing my battle axe around to prepare it to sink into number 2 and just shout out, it might be good to break it completely. And that is a 12 to hit.
And you're trying to hit the mirror?
No, number 2.
Number
you
2.
you have a D8 if you want to use it before you find out if you fail.
Yes. I got a 1. Wait, a D8, right? That was a D6. Where's my D8? I got a 2.
So total
So-
of?
14.
That hits. That just barely hits.
Okay, now
Give me
it's
some
a
damage
D8
for
to
number
hit.
1. Yep. Good reminder, Kai Knight.
Yes, thank you. Battle axe. There's 11 points of slashing damage.
This
Yeah.
thing kind of opens up like halfway. It's like all head and legs. It opens up and just like, and you just cut right through it and split it down the middle, and it just flops to the ground, and then stops moving as you kill number 1. But we all have to ask ourselves, who does number 2 work for? What would you like to do next?
Okay, so spinning the battle axe in my hand like a baton spinning, it just swings right down into the next one. Well, I hope.
Kai Knight's probably a little impressed by the battle axe flourish.
That'd be a 24 to hit.
Oh yeah, that definitely hits.
Cocked. That'd be 8 points of slashing damage.
Yep, with the burning, the radiant burning of Tobias's gods raining down, and your slash with your axe, you kill number 2 as well.
As soon as it lands and the creature comes to a gurgling halt, I'll just, with axe in ground, still bent over slightly, look up in kyanite, make eyes, and go, ah, that feels good.
Nice. Do you want to move at all?
No, I'll stay there.
Okay. That brings us to the demons. They're going to race forward towards Gel and and Tobias. The first one's going to attack Tobias. Number 6. That is going to be a 16.
Misses.
Okay. And then the one that's attacking Gel.
I'll do the protection fighting style, so disadvantage.
Okay. Yeah, that's not going to hit. That's a 7. They both miss as they come racing forward, and you sort of faint as you try to like stop the one from attacking your friend, and it succeeds. Whom?
So he takes to heart what Gel said and thinks maybe this is a time for the damn bucket of pitch. So
Bucket of what?
The bucket of pitch.
Okay. I thought I misheard you
Right.
for a minute.
So it's like, all right, and
Whatever
Unhooks.
works.
whatever, yeah, whatever I got at this point. So he unhooks it off of his belt and run, and he takes a run while trying to kind of like windmill swing this so you can get a really good amount of momentum in it, and just like underhand as hard as he can towards the mirror. Maybe you can just like get it to smash into the mirror and get the pitch like all over that crack that's actually in the mirror.
Okay. Roll a non-proficiency based ranged attack. So just a d20 plus your dexterity bonus. No proficiency bonus as you attack, unless you have improvised weapons, which I don't think you do.
Well, says a 13 to hit.
I'm so sorry. Your bucket,
One
as you swing it and you fling it, and it goes flying across the room and just misses and hits the wall behind. Smashes pitch everywhere, but not on the mirror.
Fuck, I tried.
Yep.
All right, that's it. That's it for me.
Do you want to move
That's,
at all?
Well, I kind of let me actually. I did kind of move myself, past in order to kind of get that get a good chuck at it in order to minimize the distance.
Sure. Okay. All right. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, because anything I have bonus-wise isn't going to be able to help me.
All right. Kyanite.
Well, I'm gonna keep attacking these guys. So I'm gonna come around this guy, circling number 6. See if I can hit him with my blade flourish.
Yeah, let's do it with advantage because he's flanked.
Heck yeah. That is a 27 to hit.
Oh yeah.
Feels good. Feels good. For 12 points of slashing damage.
Okay. Still up.
And my bonus action attack with my offhand with the other longsword. And that is a 22 to hit.
Wow. This is a bard, folks.
It's a strong bard.
That's
Battle
true.
Bard.
Battle bard, yeah. No
For
shit.
7 points of slashing damage.
All right, that one, it looks as though it is disoriented and it's like looking for a way to get out of here. It looks really bad. Do you
And
want
I
to do
flex
anything
at it.
else? You flex at it, okay.
Sure.
It just looks at you.
Gel gives you a slight grin as you flex.
Is he
And
gonna
in
get a
an
little
infernal
goofy grin?
Isol, you make out that it says, fuck, I think we're gonna die.
And I reply back in Infernal, yeah, you are.
And it's your turn.
Oh man, fix it or make it worse. She's gonna run up here and see how far away do I need to be. It's 120 feet. I'm gonna cast Firebolt at the mirror.
Okay.
14.
Just hits. Give me
Oh,
some
okay.
damage. Give me some
Yay.
firebolt damage.
10.
This is a firebolt?
Yes.
Okay.
A burst of red fire comes out and streaks towards the mirror.
And that green glow as it hits, it kind of ripples like water across the surface of the mirror, and you see the crack grow. Another crack. It's starting to crack a bit. Anything else you want to do, Isolde?
Man, I thought that would do it. No, that's about all I got.
All right. At the top of the order, Kaina, give me a D4 roll, please.
Oh god.
That's a 4.
Are
Oh,
you fucking
God.
serious?
Yes.
Anything but a 4, and he rolled a 4. That's what I was thinking.
It's kind of what I was thinking too.
Yep. 4 more of these chaos demons emerge from the mirror after the blast from Isol. That's not good, guys. Tobias, it's your turn.
We've made friends.
So is the mirror kind of in? It's just up against the wall, or is it like in the center of a
It's in the
room?
center of this big chamber, basically. Kind of floating there. There's nothing really holding it up.
I am going to. Let's see. Think on my feet. I'm gonna look at this whole pack that just came out of the mirror, and I will look at them, and I'm gonna end up casting fairy fire on the mirror and that area.
Okay.
Let's see. First things first. It's just a dexterity of 13 saving throw
Okay.
to escape it.
We'll say the mirror doesn't have a save. It fails. Dexterity save, you say?
Yep.
Versus what?
13.
Fail. 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 They all failed.
So any attack roll against any affected creature or object is going to have advantage
Okay.
against it. and will kind of call out, you can't escape the light. And that will be, I think, my turn.
That's a good
Yep.
turn. Yeah, they're all fairy fired right now, so advantage on attack rolls. Okay. Gel, you still got one in front of you.
I do. That was Tobias that just cast the Fairy Fire, right?
Yep.
Correct.
So I will just give a quick look back with my head, and you might have to protect me a bit. And I'll step off to the side, right over here, and I'll take 2 shots with my crossbow at that mirror.
Okay. I'm assuming you're staying within that sort of melee
Yep.
range with. Yep. Okay. Yep. Take
Yeah.
a couple shots at the mirror.
Are you rolling with a disadvantage with that, or
Roll it with advantage.
Advantage
Okay.
because of the fairy fire.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
fair?
So the first one is 18 to hit.
That hits. Your arrow strikes the mirror. More of these spider web like cracks in the mirror start to form.
That'd be an amazing 4 points.
Okay. Every little bit helps.
Second shot is a 16 to hit,
16 hits.
and that is 11 points.
There you go.
Sorry, 10 points.
Okay. Yeah, it's continuing to accelerate the cracking and the fragmenting of the mirror itself. Because you had to aim, I probably should have done this with whom, but give me a wisdom saving throw as you like look into the mirror as you're firing your shot.
Fair enough. Wisdom 16.
Yeah, you're fine. You feel this sense of dread sweep over you, but you shake it off with your, you're a seasoned adventurer who has been up against some terrible things before, and a mirror is probably the least of your worries, although it's the greatest of your worries at the same time. It's kind of weird. Anything else from Gel?
No, I'm going to stay right there because I figure that the other things are going to come up and I don't want to get flanked. So you will stay where I'm at.
All right, that brings us to these chaos demons that are going to race forward.
Keep.
Coming at Isol. Whom, you're kind of in the frickin' danger zone here, pal.
Yeah.
This one's coming up here, though. All right, so number 7 is going to attack Gel with a bite attack. 19?
That is my AC.
Okay. 12 piercing damage. Whom? Number 8 on you. That's only a 9. That's not going to hit. Second one. Cocked. That's a natural 1. That's not going to hit. And Isol. 14.
That does not hit.
Yeah, they miss you. That brings us to whom?
Oh baby.
Did you forget 5 and 6?
Oh, I did. Thank you. 5. Sorry. 5 is on
Uh-oh.
Gel. That's a 16. I don't think that hits Gel. And 6 is going to attack Kynite, because Kynite, you're kind of like flanking around the back of it. It kind of follows you. But that is only an 8, so that doesn't hit either. So, whom?
Okay. So I had rapier in hand. That allows me to take the during this entire thing, pull out a dagger since I don't have action economy to pull them both out, and I'm gonna go with just trying to defend myself directly with number 8,
Okay.
starting with a rapier.
Yep.
Okay. So rapier is a 17 to hit
Yes.
with a total of 9 damage,
9.
and the dagger is a 12 to hit.
12 does not hit.
Oop.
As you
Okay.
stab with the dagger, it kind of like bites the end of the dagger. You like pull it out. Do you want to move?
Hmm. I'm kind of thinking about backing up a little bit more, but I think about it. I could actually backpedal because I could bonus action disengage,
You could.
and then I could backpedal towards in between. Oh god, that'd be bad. I feel bad just even to break the line like this. Could run around him and go towards the mirror.
That's the spirit.
The best I could do. Move myself.
Bleak is asking how many points to drop a Tarrasque.
What?
Come
No.
on.
No, my dude.
that what comes out of the mirror?
$100. I don't know.
Alright,
Right out
so-
of the mirror.
Whom you race forward towards the mirror, dipping out of the attack range of these two chaos demons as they sort of snap at you as you run past, but without any sort of effect. That brings us to Kai. Kai Knight.
Okay, time for a defensive flourish since there's a whole lot of bad guys. So, swinging the swords around more defensively in front of me. First, I'm going to attack number 6 right there in front of me.
Please.
Dirty 20 to hit.
That hits.
So that's going to be a total of 9 points of slashing and an additional 2, so 11 points total damage to him.
Isol, you just hear as this creature dies, it just goes, I was right.
She was.
Yep. He knew he was gonna die.
And then I'm going to move here, which is a horrible idea.
It's an idea.
But you do have advantage on all of them with the fairy fire.
I do, which is great. So, here we go. I'm going to attack 10.
Okay.
So that is a 26 to hit for
Yeah, that
max
hits.
damage.
Number
13
10?
damage.
Ooh, nice. Now, Miko, I saw that you gave an advantage for the next player that needs it. What if that player is the DM?
I mean, that's kind of up to you, isn't it?
No, that's up to Miko. Anything else from Kai Knight? I was joking. But they have Fairy Fire on right now, so they've got advantage. We'll hold on to it. We'll pocket it.
I believe that's it.
All right, that brings us to Isol.
All right. We gotta break this mirror before any more of these guys come through. I'm going to attack with firebolt. Firebolt.
Okay.
Oof, that is a 12.
Ooh, it just
With it-
soars past.
You do have.
Oh, you have advantage.
Oh, with
You have advantage.
advantage.
Yep, it's
Okay,
Fairy
hold on.
Fired.
23!
Yay!
There we go.
Huzzah! That hits.
15 damage.
Ooh, nice.
Fiery.
Holy crap.
Parts of the lengthening fractures have started to hit the edges, the frame, this ornate wooden frame, and pieces of the mirror are starting to like now fall and smash on the ground.
But it's still somewhat working.
It still looks like it sucks.
Ah. Okay.
Anything else from Isol? Do you want to move? Do you want to?
Yeah, I'll move over here, even though there's advantage, but you know.
Yep. That sounds good. Coming to the top of the order, Rory. Give me a D4 roll, please.
I swear to God, if you roll a 4.
You see, I again historically roll low unless it's to our disadvantage. So.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, I got a 1.
Ooh, nice. All right, so
Yay!
whom you watch as this thing creeps out from the mirror right towards you, and you know what, whom I need you to make a wisdom save.
All right. I'm so good at these. That's a 7.
That is a failure. You are now experiencing the frightened condition. You are frightened of this mirror, which ultimately doesn't make that big of a difference because you're right at it, but it terrifies you. What I would like you to do, though, it doesn't have to be an extensive description, but describe to me the evil that you see inside the mirror.
What I see inside the mirror,
Yeah.
I don't see my. I'm trying to think. We don't see our reflections in this mirror, do we? Or do we see our reflections? Is this different from the other ones?
Hold on a second. We forgot that there's an advantage in our pocket.
yeah.
Would you like to use the advantage on this?
Against being frightened?
I sometimes like bad things happening to me, but I'll take it.
All right, go ahead and roll with advantage. Thanks for the reminder, Miko.
I got an 8.
It's still a failure. So what evil? No, you don't. So here's the thing, whom you look as you come up and you watch this demon rip through this mirror. You look at the mirror. There's no reflection of anything. It's just this. It's a vision that you see momentarily, just a glimpse of something evil. Anything.
Or do you see what's on the other side when they rip through?
I think as I run towards it, like what would have been like a whole like expectation of it being a mirror and everything, and it would have been like, oh well, everything behind me is whatever, you know, I just left behind me. Instead, you got this thing coming out, and then across like the whole of the mirror is literally like thousands of the same thing, except it looks like it's behind me.
Oh shit.
And I feel like it's the mirror itself. It just like it projects that all that terror comes right into him. He's like, oh my God. Now like the confusion ends up inflicting him with like the absolute desire to flee.
I love that. I will give you a inspiration point for taking the knock. You are frightened. You have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of your fear is in line of sight. You cannot willingly move closer to the source of the fear, which you're right at it. So you can't move any closer than you already are, like right up against the mirror. All right, where were we? Oh, Tobias, top of the order.
I need to get back up next to Gel and hopefully help him out. So I'll actually step forward to. I'll get all the way up to flanking actually, on number 5, and we'll try to stab him in the side with my trident.
Number 5, you got it.
Yeah. Would that be advantage? Just checking.
Yep, they're fairy fired. The only one that's not fairy fired.
Yeah, this one is not.
Oh, 5
Yeah, I'm
is
aiming
not?
for number 5. Yep.
Okay.
5 is not.
Well,
So I'll aim for
flank
that guy.
then. Flank
Okay.
then, so you'll have the advantage. Yep.
Okay, just checking. 17.
17 will hit number 5.
All right. For 7 points of damage to him.
Okay.
And if he's still up, I will then follow up with a shield bash charge to try to knock him over. So
Yes, he's still up.
contested athletics or acrobatics needs to be a 15.
Fail.
All right, then he is knocked over prone.
All right.
And that would be the end of my turn.
Okay. Gel.
Okay. Want mirror gone.
Yeah. Same.
Well, you know, this one Tobias just knocked this one prone. The other one still got the fairy fire on it. I'll take. I'm pretty confident that what are these things gonna do to me? So, I'll take 2 more shots at the mirror.
Okay.
That would be a 21 to hit the mirror,
Definitely hits.
and that would be 11 points of damage.
Are these javelins?
These are bolts.
Oh, bolts. Got it. Yeah, the first one. More of the glass of the mirror smashes on the floor in front of who's just like staring, like trembling.
I yell out to whom, do something, don't just stand there. And the next one's a 26 to hit.
That will hit as well.
And that's 7 points of piercing.
Oh. More of the glass falls, but there's still pieces that are sticking within the frame of this giant mirror that just floats in the middle of this room, acting as a portal for these chaos demons. It's not quite done yet. Anything else from Gel? Do you want to move? Do you want to...
No, I'll stay there.
Okay. That brings us to the demons. So the first one's going to attack you, Gel. We'll start with number 7. It's going to be a bite attack against you. That's not going to hit. That's an 11. The one that is prone is going to get up and attack you, Gel, as well. That might hit. That's a 21.
That does hit.
Okay. I think that was number 5, if I remember correctly. All right, so that hits. Ooh, that's 14 piercing.
Okay.
8 comes to you, Tobias, for an attack. 21 to hit.
That hits.
Ooh, that's a bad roll. That
Oh,
is...
can I use protection to disadvantage?
Sure.
No, too far away.
Huh? Where?
You
Oh,
and I have
yeah.
to be 5 feet away.
Yeah, you're
Number-
farther than 5 feet.
Oh, I have to be
Yeah.
5 feet from.
Yeah,
bias.
I moved to the opposite side. Yeah, that was my.
I was thinking
my
I had to
fault.
be 5 feet from the creature.
Well, it wasn't great damage. It's only 4 piercing damage.
Okay. All right.
Number 9 on Kyanite. That's a natural 20, Chad.
Ooh.
Do you have anything to stop that from happening? Anyone? Anyone? Reactions, please, from my friend Vamp?
Well, only if it was at advantage or disadvantage, I could take that away.
This is the dice talking, Vamp.
Uh-huh.
Very good. 20 piercing damage.
Ow.
And the last one, or number 10 on Isol, that's a 17.
A reaction shield.
Okay, so
you
that
just-
misses.
As he hits me, it just bounces off a blue force field that just pops up in front of me.
Do you say
as
something
my-
epic and infernal?
No, I just go, ah!
But in infernal,
I get an
probably.
extra +5 bonus to my armor class for 1 round. And in fact, can I use a sorcerer point at the same time, or is that's a bonus action, right?
Yeah, only if it's a reaction thing and you've already used your reaction.
Okay, never mind. So just
Okay.
the shield.
Yeah, well, that protects you from that attack. And then the last one, Whom, is going to try to bite you, and it somehow misses you as you're trembling in terror. And it's your turn, Whom. Remember that your attacks and your ability checks are at disadvantage because you're frightened.
Yeah. And I think a way to kind of really demonstrate that level of disadvantage is that like he's shaking and even like nearly stumbled, like even almost falls on his own ass as he you hear him basically scream because just whatever he saw in the mirror was just too much for him. And the dagger he had in his offhand, he just like chucks it right at the mirror. me see here. We'll do that. Well, I mean, at disadvantage, so.
But
You
you
would
have,
get
because it's
straight
fairy
up roll.
fired. Yep, it's fairy fired, so you get a straight roll.
Okay. Well, I rolled twice, but the first roll would be the roll that would actually count in that case, and that would have been an 11 to hit. Even though
Now
like,
I'm just gonna
dead right
point
up
this
on it.
out. I think I granted you inspiration. So if you want to use that, you could re-roll that roll right now if you want to. You could use that
I want to.
inspiration. Yeah, do it.
I do. Because like I'm right there, and
Yeah.
this is just him, having his moment. So it's a 22 to hit.
That hits. Nicely done.
Dagger. For a total of 6 damage from the dagger, just like wailed right into it.
Did you throw the dagger at it?
Yeah.
You chuck the dagger and it hits dead center, and you hear this howling scream that echoes through the chamber as the last shards of the mirror drop in front of you, and the mirror itself, the structure, this big wooden frame, this robust wooden frame, which was just floating there before, now falls, starts to crack itself, breaks apart, and smashes down with shards of wood going everywhere as you have defeated the mirror in this room. And as the mirror is destroyed, each of the demons, one by one, they all pop out of existence and disappear. And you guys are left in this hall with shattered glass everywhere.
Well, this is a health hazard.
Nice.
All who was doing at this point, he's turned away from like the aftermath, like on his knees and his one arm. He's just holding his chest, just.
Are you okay, home?
No.
For
I'm-
whom the bell tolls.
I'm laughing, but he's not. Sorry, he's just wheezing because you heard him like when he screamed, like that sounded like he let out all the air in him for a second. Like that knocked the wind out of him when he threw the dagger at the same time. So you're gonna need a moment to catch his breath.
The fear does sort of fade away from you, whom, even though you still know that you're in danger. Like the immediate threat that was like seeping into your psyche is gone, and with it you feel a sense of relief, but it was still a bad experience.
Oh
There's no
yeah,
question.
he's reeling from the physical like response of it happening. Like the fear's gone. Now his heart rate needs to just like come down a bit. He just like expelled everything out of his lungs, and now it's kind of like getting socked in the gut. Sort of wheezing.
I will go over and like pound him on his back. It's okay.
Thank you. Tell me it's gone.
Yeah, they are all gone. Now we just
Good.
have lots of broken glass and scary demon paintings outside.
We're burning all of this before we leave. All of it.
Do we see anything else in the room now
Roll a
that, especially
perception
now
check.
that this big object is gone?
You look about the room, Gel, and you see, first of all, you look back from where you came, and you look for the hallway. The hallway itself is gone. There's just a solid wall. You kind of scan the rest of the walls. Again, this is a large sort of rectangular room, vaulted ceilings. There is a new hall that you hadn't noticed before behind. It was obscured by the mirror while you were fighting the chaos demons. And now as that has fallen and smashed, you can see that there's another hall. And as you turn and notice that, the sconces down that hall, they all light up.
I'll point that out to everyone. And
Well, isn't that convenient?
yeah, you might not want to stop looking at it though. Just thinking about the last hallway that appeared. It might disappear if we stop looking at it. And this whole time, Gal is just looking at it with wherever everyone else is. He's just staring at it. But in the meantime, I'm also gonna go over to the glass and break it up, put it into a pouch, and just grind it up real fine. But still looking. Perhaps we should head out, unless any of you see anything else. And again, just looking at that hallway.
As Gel mentions this, you guys, you turn back like to the hall, like it kind of, you realize like looking back at the hall, and that's gone. The hallway is gone that
Oh.
you came down.
Well, that's
Oh, we're
not-
screwed.
Are we in a bad spot to maybe take a short rest, guys? Since there's one way out currently?
I will. Tobias will confidently walk up to be like, "There's more than one way out." To where the hallway was, and put his hand, try to put it like through the wall.
Solid rock. Stone.
Okay.
Take a moment, rethink, rest, short rest, maybe? We could try. I'm beat up.
I mean, we
I
we
wouldn't.
could try a short rest because, like, there's no way out.
Right?
And we don't have to worry about the raiders coming in behind us.
We know of one defensible entry, and we need to take stock of the things that we have, because this sounds like this is going to get far more complicated.
Can we also go
Than
over
we
some
thought.
ground rules about breaking mirrors?
Hey, she said that we're
All
here to destroy things.
Well, we are.
So I destroyed it.
Better remember, when we were dealing with the wine statues outside, they didn't wait until we started damaging the little mirror. It just started summoning stuff right out of it.
No. I said mirrors, not breaking things. Just the mirrors.
Just the
See,
mirrors.
no, the problem was we should have broken it faster,
Yes.
Mhm.
and
All
then
of
all
us.
those things wouldn't have come out.
That's
So
a good
more
idea.
damage quicker. Come on.
Yes.
Focus more on it. Instead of damaging paintings, we'll break the mirrors faster.
Yes.
It's a dangerous road to go down, but I see the logic.
Glad you agree.
I mean, they're apparently full of demons, so, like, that's not good.
God, don't remind me.
So are you going to attempt a short rest in this chamber?
Wouldn't hurt.
Sure.
This
It
is,
Okay.
wouldn't hurt.
I
we're pretty
don't
confident,
need
right?
one, but other people do, so...
Yeah, I would be down for one.
All right, are you going to take any precautions?
I will mostly just be watching the entryway to see if anything comes down while other people kind of, decompress.
Okay. You
All right.
you basically can, from what you can tell, there is one entrance to this room.
I will look at the one entrance. You
Alright.
know what? I don't have any ritual spells because I'm a sorcerer, but I could cast alarm. Is it worth it? If we're not asleep?
If we want to keep a really good eye on everything in the room, we only need to sit in a circle facing outwards. Maybe take turns being vigil towards the only entrance.
That's a good idea. All right, I will look down the scary tunnel, and then everyone else puts back to back to back in a circle, and then you can, bandage up your wounds and things.
Relax, talk, have some tea.
You have tea?
Wish. I was thinking about that. It was a great idea. Damn, I want tea now.
Let's see. Isol, roll me a d20, please. As you all settle in back to back to back to back to back, you and with Isol sort of watching down the tunnel, which is illuminated by these glowing flaming sconces on the walls. What did you get?
A 4.
Okay. All right. So you sit there. It is quiet. Sort of disturbingly quiet, especially after all of the hullabaloo with these chaos demons and their infernal squabbling. Isol, you are the one watching down the chamber, the hallway. You see a faint glow of green energy that seems to be making its way back and forth across the hall. At first it doesn't seem like it's getting any closer to you. Just kind of moving about. You get the sense it disappears. You get the sense that maybe there's another chamber, that it sort of disappears out of view. Doesn't really seem to be coming down the hall towards you. Time goes on, you watch it, probably alerting your friends as you kind of like all look at over your shoulder and watch it floating about. You can all see it. 20 minutes pass. Starts to come a little bit closer down the hallway, stopping at locations along the path. As it gets somewhat closer, you can start to see that it's the shape of a humanoid creature, maybe illuminated in some arcane energy. Just nonchalantly moving slowly back and forth, stopping against the wall. Half hour passes, 40 minutes, you watch this. It's not rushing towards you. It's meandering. As it gets a little bit closer, you can see that it is indeed some sort of a human shape glowing with a green energy. Looks up at the walls. You can see that you get the sense now, especially you, Kyanite, that it appears to be looking at the paintings on the wall. You can see that there are paintings. It's viewing the paintings. It kind of turns, and you can see now for the first time, as it's probably like 30 feet out from you, it's a skeleton shrouded in a cloak. A very beautiful looking cloak, but a skeleton face, skeletal features. You can see its hand kind of reach up and point and like almost like draw its skeletal finger across the the canvas of the painting. 45 minutes, 50 minutes pass. You guys achieve a short rest.
See what happens when we're quiet.
This thing. So first of all, I should say, if you want to use any hit dice, please do. If you have anything on your character that recharges with a short rest, please take care of that. All that good stuff. But you see this creature now turn as it gets closer. It's probably like 15 feet away, and it's just kind of, again, its skeletal hand sort of reaching up, and it's sort of like pondering and looking, and then all of a sudden it turns and looks at you and almost like it's noticing you for the first time. Who are you? And that's where we're going to end. That's where we're going to end tonight's episode. We'll come back. The cookie sales will continue next Monday as you find out who this guy is. We're selling cookies. I don't know if they're going to believe that this time. We're just
I have
tourists.
a +5 to deception.
We're tourists.
Hello, you're very lost.
So yeah, recharge your short rest business, and we'll come back next week. Everybody who's been hanging out with us in the chat, thank you so much for spending time with us tonight as we explore the Castle of Mirrors, a game that we started 3 months ago when we did a one-shot for the No Kid Hungry fundraiser with our friends at the Games Tavern. If you don't know the Games Tavern, please go check them out. They're great folks. They do a lot of great fundraising, and we really like being part of what they do. We all got killed by a Tarrasque, basically, or fell off a cliff, if we're going to get, technical, vamp. But we're back to find out what the hell's going on in this castle. and we'll be back next week to figure out what's happening with this weird individual. Before we head out tonight, I'd like to go around the table. Everybody, reintroduce who you are. If there's anything that you want to update folks on, please do that. Let's go ahead and start with Rory.
Yeah, so like I said earlier, you can catch me on Tuesdays on Blue Box. You can catch me here next Monday. Please do. Wonderful place. And Sundays starting on September 25th on Blue Box also.
That's great. And you're going to be running a Greyhawk campaign, it sounds like. Can you give us
I
any
will.
little sneak peeks into what that's all about?
So it's called Fall of Red Dawn. I'm not a Ford fan. I did not do that on purpose. But it's Fall of Red Dawn, and it's in Ogburg, so the theocracy of Pale, over on the east side of Greyhawk. Outside of that, I can't without giving too much away.
Yeah, that's fine. We understand all that good stuff. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for being here. We love Blue Box. Big fans of what you all do over there, the stories that you tell. So very excited that you've made some time to come over and play with us. And you're always welcome here, Rory.
Awesome place.
Thank you. Let's jump over to Ashley.
Hey everybody, I'm Ashley, Minnesota Muse 99 on Twitter, and you can find me this Thursday on Rainbows and Razor Blades for At the Threshold, and you can find me in I think it's like September 6th, Tuesday, for session 0 of our Heroes of Greyhawk campaign here on this channel at 7 p.m. And in October, the first 3 Mondays in October, I am running an Oops All Kobolds game. It's my first time being a DM. It's going to be super weird and funny, and all my players are kobolds.
That is going to be awesome. I can't wait for that. Ashley, thank you so much for always being a sport to jump in on these one shots and short shots and fundraisers. We really appreciate it. It's great to have you. Let's jump over to Vamp Wickman. My man.
Hey everybody, Vamp Wickman. I'm here for the next couple weeks on this game. I'll be in a game sometime the late next month as well that I think is going to be recorded then shown. I think that's how those games are going. Otherwise, I'll be at Gamehole Con and Gary Con, and catch me about here and there and wherever, whenever. I don't know. Having fun. Appreciate you, Dave.
Hell yeah. Thanks for coming
running
back,
this
man.
tonight.
I'm so happy to have you here. Let's jump over to Travis.
Hi, Travis. You can find me on Twitter as ScanEversalt, or my YouTube channel is Eversalt. But you can catch me basically here for the continuation of the story here with the Castle Mirrors, and then some things that are going on that you'll find out more about, specifically with Shadesong. Really looking forward to that. There's so much going on right now. It's actually awesome. So thank you for having me, and having a really great time.
Oh man, glad you're here. You're always invited at our table, my friend. And I'm glad that you're getting in on more Shadesong, and Chad, that you're getting in on the Shadesong. That's great to see. We've got some good stuff happening. Before we jump over to Tyler, I just want to say, if folks are interested and want to get involved with some of the games that we've been playing, I encourage you to hop over and join our Discord. We've got a really fun community over there with a lot of folks who like to talk about games and play games, and we're actively recruiting people from the Discord to play in games like these. So sorry, Tyler, go for it, my friend.
Hey, no worries. It's a good time to promote. Yeah, Tythalanos here on Twitch and Twitter. Right now, I'm just kind of hanging out and playing video games on Twitch, and hopefully I'll jump back into the DM chair eventually here soon. But taking a little break, got to recover a little. But yeah, super excited to get back in and see it again from the player side, and take more expert notes from a very experienced and great DM Dave. So thanks again for running this again. It's always fun.
Thank you, man. I'm blessed that I get to play with people like you. So thanks for being part of this. I really appreciate it. It was super fun to play in your world, man. I can't wait to do more of that. That was really great. So I'm looking forward to learning more about all the craziness in that world. Yeah, so thank you all for being here. We're gonna go ahead and do a quick raid here. Let's see, did I mention all the new stuff? I should probably at least mention what we have coming up. We've got our Blade Runner is coming up on Sunday. The Bleak season is gonna be running a bunch of really fun people through an 8-episode arc of Blade Runner starting on Sunday, September 4th. Our Monday Night Mayhem is going to continue. We're going to play a couple more sessions of the Castle of Mirrors, and then we're going to jump into some of Miko's homebrew world, then over to Ashley for Oops All Kobolds, and then there's stuff coming up beyond that. So things are going to get crazy on Mondays. Welcome and come for the mayhem. Our Greyhawk adventures, our Greyhawk campaign is going to shift over to Tuesdays, starting on the 6th of September with our session 0. We'll have the group together for that, starting off in a different part of the Flannis with level 1 characters along the same timeline as the Dead Gang, so that should be really fun. And then we mentioned already this Shadesong Saga, which I'm super honored and pleased that we've brought that to the channel as well. So really happy to have so much going on. It's crazy, but super fun. And I'm looking for, as I'm sort of like, I'm looking for our raid people. Let's see who is live right now. They're not quite ready.
Darling Creep Show.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. 100%. Yep. We're gonna go jump over to Darling Creep Show. Please give Creep a warm welcome. Let them know that we love them. And Creep's gonna be playing on our Blade Runner game. So spoiler alert.
Awesome.
Super excited for that. And gosh, yeah, we really appreciate you all. Thanks a lot. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.